Okay, it is a lovely Saturday morning here with Arma, Finland. We're playing an operation on XCAM Taunus called Operation Lost Patton. It is a TVT, it is very large. AFI has squeezed about 130 players into the server today. For the Europeans, I suppose, tonight. And we, some Russian mechanized forces, are going to be defending a large swathe of farmland against a massive push from a company-sized Blue 4 element, including motorized forces, mechanized forces, and 4 M1A1HC Abrams. On their side, they also have a few GMGs, and on our side, we have 2 ATGM platforms and 2 vanilla, no-frills T-80 tanks. Our tanks are not quite as good as theirs. Those Abrams have very thick armor. If we want to damage them with almost anything in our arsenal, we need to land a very precise shot, or simply track them. As the platoon sergeant for Alpha, I'll be setting up and managing the mobile spawn point, which I've already done just off to my east, and now I'm taking some time to build rear fighting positions for Alpha 2 when they fall back eventually.
A little bit up the road from you at the edge of the field.
So let's listen to the platoon comms. Fighting is about to start. I will have a pretty laid-back job today.
Limit our fire,
hopefully.
The road and to the east.
And I'm just going to make sure the boys get reinforced properly. Maybe I'll also manage some resupply. Phase 1, I'll be near the MSP for the entirety of it, and Phase 2, Phase 3, if we end up falling back, which we probably will. The later objectives, I will be fighting at the front. A little bit, I think. Sounds like there's already some shooting going on. Oh, those are the howitzers. That shooting is the howitzers. The AI ones.
It means that enemy is on the other end of the forest.
See, he checked the mission file. Yeah, there's a trigger when Blue 4 enters the other end of the forest. Then our AI howitzers start shooting in a random direction. The howitzer is splashing now.
Enemy indirect fire is landing northwest of Uniform 1.
Yeah, enemy indirect. I also didn't mention, Blue 4 has howitzers. We have mortars. Those howitzers are going to be a game changer.
Tango, enemy infantry, Foxtrot 8.
Copy, enemy infantry, Foxtrot 8.
Shit. Some of them are taking a west approach. I'm not surprised. But we were kind of hoping they would really bullet up the east side because the terrain is more favorable to them. And now there's at least one element of infantry. It could be the recon team on the west side.
Soin.
Enemy Humvee, Foxtrot 8.
Humvee.
We are firing indirect fire at Foxtrot 8.
Probably recon team. Yo, Mouse, to answer your question, TVT versus PvP, they're the same. Arma players just call it TVT to emphasize the teamwork element. But it's ultimately player versus player.
East about 20 meters.
User in your channel timed out. User in your channel timed out.
Spears TeamSpeak crashed. Any messages in the last 2 minutes?
The enemies at Foxtrot 8 are west Foxtrot 8, 40 meters.
Copy. Alpha 410, be advised, enemy is attempting to hug the very west side with his infantry and move inside PRP 4.
Well, at least some infantry. There's a squad there. I still think it's recon.
Fox 8, Fox 9 Valley.
Okay.
No problem, Yilmaz. They're the same. That's what I'm trying to say.
Preparing a creeping barrage between Fox 9 and Fox 8.
Alpha 4 from Tango, enemy infantry on the left-hand side of the road between Foxtrot 9 and Foxtrot 8. Looks like recon.
Yeah, it's just recon, man.
Ammo se creeping barrage valmis.
se jo matkalla?
Ei oo vielä.
Alpha 4, make contact with that enemy reconnaissance force and send him back.
Alpha 4 copies.
Onko tuo meidän?
Ei tullut splashia vielä.
Hey Ham, how you doing?
Enemies advancing from Foxtrot 9.
Is that really just the recon team? Now it's starting to sound like more than just the recon team. Hey Max. This is a very large-scale TVT played with Arma Finland. I am the platoon sergeant. I'll be doing mostly logistical duties this operation.
Enemies advancing on the western side, Foxtrot 9 towards Zulu 1.
Copy.
Splash.
Copy, we are calling in a creeping barrage from Foxtrot 8 to Foxtrot 9.
Tango 4, we will bring our vehicle forward, we will kill the machine gun, that should stop the enemy advance.
Copy.
Tango 4.
Enemy at Foxtrot 9 are retreating.
Yeah, I think it's a feint by their recon team. I'm shoveling really fast with this trench. Interestingly enough, there are multiple types of grad trenches that we have available to us. And for some reason, the short envelope trench that I'm using right now is a little overpowered. Like, it builds, in terms of volume, twice as fast as some of the other trenches. I don't know. I guess I should be using this one for pretty much everything, especially if I have limited
Sounds
time.
like 50 caliber fire at Foxtrot 6.
Haluat sä, että me mennään kattoo Fox 6:lle?
I'm just rooting for Alpha 2. Alpha 2 on our side are my guys. Kamix is leading that squad, Alpha 2, and right now they're holding the northeast side, waiting for enemy infantry and possibly
Pen
armor.
will attempt to affect Foxtrot
To walk up
6
on 'em.
with PPVC from BTI.
Oh, also my brightness was broken this whole time. Now it's fixed. Oopsie daisy.
Joonas, 5 granaattia Fox 6, häirintätulta.
Soin.
We heard one singular shot a few minutes ago, but so far...
Break. Enemies now smoking Zulu 1.
Copy, enemy smoking Zulu 1.
Are they really? It's up to platoon leader Severe. But if they're dropping howitzer smoke at Zulu 1, they're gonna make something happen. I'm hoping Tango at phase 1 can rebuke any push, but I really think it's a feint. Like, maybe they want to seize the hill from the west and work from there? But most of the terrain is through the TRP-1 choke. I don't know.
Häirintää 2 mineeta. Tullaanko pois? Fox 6.
Tule pois. Joonas suuntaa TRP-4.
Soin.
Onko sulla Joonas siis 2 heitin osastoa käytössä?
On.
I'm digging as fast as I damn can, Dante.
Tulee meidän päälle nyt. Alpha 10 is being hit by indirect fire, howitzers.
Shit. Oh, Severe, please don't die. I would have to take over as platoon lead.
Shots are landing south of Uniform 1.
Should we
Yeah,
discuss?
that's where we are.
Should we discuss the order of secession?
Well, that's you, if I'm hit. I'm fine in my foxhole right now.
He thinks the howitzers these days are really fucking powerful. They're giving him the juice.
Might also
So Severe
have been,
better keep his goddamn
tank,
bird
maybe.
head down.
I don't know, it was only 2 shells.
You better go flamingo mode.
3.
Send it.
Was 1-5 just transmitting?
1-5 just transmitted, yes.
I can't hear Whale on the radio.
1-5 was transmitting on shortwave, don't worry.
Oh, roger, copy.
Oh, okay.
trying to make sure there wasn't any like radio issues. For
Yeah, people get paranoid because a lot of the big TVTs lately have had huge radio issues.
3, did you have someone watching Uniform 3?
I do. I currently have a 2-man picket to the southeast of Oscar 1, looking up towards Uniform 3, as well as my team south of Uniform 2, kind of observing that area.
Copy.
What? Zulu 7?
Fox 6 valmis.
Voitte.
That just sounded closer than it should be. I'm really in the back line right now.
Ammo 5 granaattia ääritettulta Fox 4.
Alpha 1 has audio on engines to our direct north.
Shit.
3 confirms they're moving down from Fox 4 at this time.
Fox 4, huh?
Joonas, ammut
Yeah, there we go. There's the
PLSGT.
attack. Okay. It is coming as expected. The Blue Fort Company is about to push in from the northeast against 3 of our squads. Godspeed to them.
Alpha 2, Alpha 3, Victor 1, and Alpha 1 prepare to receive enemy attack along the highway.
10, this is 3. We have 3-time MO13. Correction, 4 MO113s moving west off of Uniform 3.
Copy. Victor, please prepare for enemy attack towards Uniform 1.
We
move
don't
your
have
southern
center
flank to
ATGM
withdraw.
coverage.
Victor 10 copies.
They're sounding. They're maybe trying to
This is 3.
skirt
Red
along here
smoke is referencing enemy positions at this time.
and then send it up the middle with their MO13s.
Marking, rather.
They're making a lateral movement with their mechanized
Copy, what's the
platoon because they're too
location
bunched
of
up,
the MO,
and it looks like the motorized platoon is going to continue on the east flank.
Southwest Uniform 3.
Ammo Southwest Uniform 3, TRP 1.
They have just dismounted infantry.
TRP 1 pohjoispuolelle, joo, kyllä, sinne.
Oh, never mind. They're holding it close.
Copy, enemies dismounting TRP 1. We are firing TRP 1 mortars.
Ooh, here we go. Our mortars are going to splash on those assholes.
Alpha 2, Alpha 3, draw your pickets in, prepare to engage.
This is Alpha 2. Enemy infantry spotted at Uniform 2.
Copy, you have permission to open fire.
Oh yeah, light them up. Trap them there. Mortars are coming in. Let's go, Alpha 2. I'm rooting for you, Kamix.
Be advised, we have tank audio on east of Uniform 3.
Copy,
Yep,
Uniform
as
3,
expected, the
enemy
Abrams
attack
are on the highway. Our T-80s can't fight those Abrams head on very well, so we just need to wait for the Abrams to make a major mistake or overextend, and then the T-80s can try and flank them. It was discussed earlier, there might be a possibility where the T-80s flank on the east edge of the map, because there's a ridge that overlooks that highway.
Prepare for tank contact along the east side of the highway.
Yeah, Victor 1.
Dante, I officially don't know what you're talking about anymore.
Alpha 10, Tango 1. Tango 1 at position Uniform 1. We are retreating back towards our other position at Zulu 1. Over.
Copy.
Enemy movement east from Uniform 2.
Copy, east of Uniform 2. We have mortar fire coming in 1 minute.
1 minute. Oh, I think those mortars. Oh, I wish they would come earlier.
Alpha 1, we have audio on Abrams, Foxtrot, the area.
Copy, Abrams east side of highway.
This is only audio.
Infantry is disengaged from Uniform 2.
Come
Abrams on
on.
the road, head down Uniform 3 road.
Oh, the tanks are coming out to play. They're about to head on with our T-80s. I think the T-80s should make that map flank. The Abrams are about to make... Never mind.
Splash.
It's hard to get a word in. I don't want to distract Severe at all. But I would like to remind Severe, if possible, that our tanks might want to execute that flank now or never.
Abrams are pushing it. Uniform 3, pushing hard.
Copy, Abrams pushing Uniform 3 hard.
As on 2, possible 3.
Copy.
Shortwave, they might come in head on with our T-80s soon.
Yeah. Alpha 1 and Alpha 3 prepare to fire into flanks of the Abrams as they move down the highway toward our victors.
If our T-80 fights the Abrams head on, the T-80 loses. Almost always. Maybe you can crew kill
Alpha 4,
the
send me a report.
Abrams with a really good shot. I doubt it.
Alpha 4, we get audio of enemy vehicles in Foxtrot area. No sign of enemy infantry at Foxtrot 9.
Yeah, that was just recon. They backed off.
Copy.
Alpha 1, 2 times Abrams, south of Uniform 3, tree line, right side of road.
Copy. Good information. Thank you.
I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy diggy hole. I'm digging a hole.
Alpha 4, Alpha 010.
Dante forgot to take his antipsychotics.
Any sightings on the enemy Humvees on the far west side?
Oh, you mean for the reserve squad?
That's a negative.
Oh, Dante, you little goofball. Dante, I don't live in the CCO sign-up world. I don't need to play cowboy shootout anymore with the Jester and everybody in a Mexican standoff for slots. I don't need to fire from the hip wildly into the sunset hoping I'll get a spot. I have a spot. It's reserved. I am a squad leader on the German side. And my boys get to slot whenever they want over the next few days, taking the slots that were assigned to them yesterday. What luxury. To be fair, anyone in Coalition doesn't need to have their own fucking squad. They can just join the Coalition squad.
Alpha 2, Alpha 3, please respond.
This is Alpha 3.
What's your situation?
Oh, Kamix, please be alive.
Situations follows. We are occupying the A3P1 marker. Infantry are in and around TRP1. We've got at least 2 tanks pushing down Uniform 3 and a supporting Mark 19 M13.
Please, Alpha 2, check in.
Alpha 10 is receiving artillery fire.
There's a tank east of Oscar 1 currently in the field north of Alpha 1.
Tullaanko paikkaa?
Juokse vaunulla.
4 times Abrams.
4 tanks all on the highway.
25 metriä.
4 Abrams, east of Omega 1.
North Alpha 1.1, the tree line, east of TRP1, 2 Abrams.
Copy that. 2 Abrams. Oscar 1 east.
The Abrams are preventing the flank now. It's too late. It would have been risky anyways. Very risky.
Enemy infantry, and enemy artillery landing directly on Alpha 2's position.
Copy that. Alpha 2, have you sustained any casualties?
Oh, Alpha 2's dead.
Not so far.
Never mind. What? No casualties?
Same wounded though.
Holy shit.
Copy.
Poggers, Alpha 2, living out there. They're living. They're gaming. I made my freaking trench line too wide.
Victor, what's the situation?
I gotta move it. Oh my god.
Victor, we've pushed
Oh
up
my
slowly.
god.
We
I
could
made the
push
trench
off
line
one
too
position,
wide.
But we risk getting spot first by the Abrams.
Copy. Don't take any unnecessary risks. Whale, move the MSP if you need to.
As long as our tanks are still there, I'm comfortable.
This is Alpha 3. You can send the Victors up to us. We got flanking shots on them, just not enough AT to take them down.
Murkulati
Did you receive that?
Victor Zulu 5 itään 100.
If you're going to approach from the west of Oscar 2.
Yeah, Victor, go ahead and execute that.
The Victor 10 copies, we're going to try reposition now.
Severe, I'm on
I
shortwave.
hear 50 cal fire all the way on the east side of the map.
MSP staying here. Yeah, I can hear you. MSP staying here until the armor
Alpha
east
1,
breaks. I think we're fine for now.
Kill on one of the Abrams and Omega 1, but we are getting pushed quite hard. We'll probably get swarmed soon.
Copy, Alpha 1, flex. Flex, but do not break.
Do we have status on our tanks?
10, this is 3. We've got infantry moving south from Uniform 4 in force.
Joonas, Uniform 4, etelä 100. Heitintä 20 kertaa ammu.
Toista.
Uniform 4, etelä 100, 20 kertaa ammu. Kävelytä tuulta etelään kohti Uniform 5. Alpha 1, you're about to receive heavy attack from your north.
We're experiencing it right now. They're on our eastmost flank, by the edge of the battlefield.
Copy.
Heavy smoke, you may probably fire.
Why does it feel like the tanks are
Yeah,
getting
we're firing
closer?
mortars now toward Uniform 4,
Oh no.
south 150.
Oh no.
Thank you. We're falling west.
Yeah, fall west, fall west. Victor, this is Alpha 10. Send your report.
This is Victor 10. Victor, I believe Victor 1 has been knocked out. We're trying to reposition to Alpha reposition now. We're moving.
Oh, thank God you scared the shit out of me, Victor! You scared the shit out of me! Fuck! Yeah, it's a T-80 turbine engine. I got eyes on one Victor. It's moving along Oscar 5 Road West. Our tank.
Copy.
Alpha 1, mortar fire is coming. It should take about 1 minute 30 seconds.
Alpha 3, this is Victor 10.
This is Alpha 3, go ahead.
You still got eyes on enemy armor from your position?
Enemy armor is sort of north of the field of our position. They're about to cross over though.
10 copies.
They're basically trying to work themselves into A1, P1, and they're creeping up slow, tree line to tree line, heading south along that axis.
Oh shit, tanks are gonna flank me soon.
Alpha 1, we're pushing back into positions. 1 Abram killed, the rest of them pulled back.
Killed?!
Copy.
Fuck yeah!
Correction, mobility kill. We don't know if it's blown.
I can keep the MSP here. Fuck yeah, Alpha 1. Okay, I'll dig some trenches for Alpha 3 Phase 2.
This is 3. Enemies are occupying TRP-1, moving west into Alpha 3.
Copy. Enemies in TRP-1 moving west into Alpha 3.
Joonas TRP-1, häirintä tuolta 10 granaattia ammu.
No sight lines here. Yeah, I don't know what Alpha 3 is going to be doing in Phase 2. This terrain, not so great. Going downhill, right? Yeah.
We're expecting direct on Alpha 1, we're gonna pull back.
Severe slotted in the CCO just now? He's like... Severe's juggling 10 things at once. Poor guy.
Yeah,
what can I do to help?
I'll direct you from here.
Creeping tulee nyt alas.
Dante. Reed! You can't just circumvent the CCO slotting procedure? Watch me.
Alpha 4, Alpha 0, 10.
Alpha 1, taking in direct.
Alpha 10, Alpha 4.
Any sightings on the enemy for the past 5 minutes on your sector?
Affirmative, light infantry contact at Foxtrot 9, probably like reconnaissance element.
Solid copy.
Alpha 1's kind of taking a quick big barrage at our position, Uniform 5. We've had to pull back to Uniform 6.
Copy that, that's fine. Flex, but do not break.
We tend to recapture territory once it ends.
Copy.
Shortwave, 8 minutes left before respawns. I can move the MSP or you can force it. I want to move the MSP in a few minutes.
Alpha 1, this is Victor 10.
Your call.
Victor 10, this is Alpha 15.
Red smoke to our east of east can confirm if hostiles are in that position.
Repeat your message, Victor 10.
Red smoke spot movement, can't tell if it's friendly or hostile.
Red smoke should be hostile, yes.
Copy.
Victor 10, Alpha 3.
Enemy infantry, Omega 1.
To your northeast along the tree line there, you got infantry starting to amass south TRP-1.
Oscar 1.
If I can keep this MSP here for another 5 minutes, then we get a nice, comfy forward respawn.
We are firing mortar cruising to TRP-1 now.
Aeroskot käydään uudestaan katsomassa sitä Fox 6 aluetta.
Ei kannata ottaa riskiä.
10-1, 1 M113, dead. Oh, Dragon.
Am I stuck?
Ei jos paljon enää granaatteja.
Dragon fire coming through A1P1.
Copy, Dragon fire.
There we go.
This is the platoon leader. The battle will continue in these current positions.
Break. Victor, this is 1 Abrams, just north A1P1, near the road.
This 10 copies.
I guess the T-80s are more effective versus the Abrams than we thought.
Abrams, Omega 1 road.
They're getting good and precise shots.
Enemy infantry. You go.
Alpha 2, this is 3.
This Tango, scratch 1 enemy Humvee, Foxtrot 8 south.
Alpha 2, this is 3.
Oh shit, Alpha 2 might have withered.
Alpha 10, Alpha 10 Tango 1, we are in contact with the enemy at Foxtrot 9 to the east 100 meters and north 50, over.
Copy. Alpha 4 to your northeast in that forest, enemy.
Jonas, näkyykö siellä jotain?
Ground last.
Mä just käyn katsomaan.
Shortwave, Alpha 15 is gonna check on Alpha 2's shortwave.
Copy.
Alpha 4, move infantry to check Zulu 2 northeast forest.
Jos jos tarvii, niin voidaan tulla täällä rouhimaan.
Victor 10, note 1 times Abrams.
Niin mä koitan just kattoo
Copy
tuossa
that.
Alpha 4 copies. 18, we can see that Zulu 2 northeast.
Check on Alpha 2 net.
Copy, 18. Is it still in that forest? Is that right?
Affirmative.
Alpha 2, can you get
Copy,
someone on long
no
range?
danger, no danger.
I'm on long range. I'm on Alpha net right now.
Okay, good. Just making sure you're still alive. Over.
Supporting. Alpha 1 is still holding Alpha 1 P1, but the Abrams are getting pretty cranky.
They're quote fucking shit up, hell yeah.
Now let's continue work. Continue work. Burn the tanks as they come.
Shortwave Alpha 2 is quote fucking shit up. Over.
Copy.
Ken, this is 3.
10.
We got the whole of that platoon pushing down southwest into Alpha 3's position. No comms with
Yeah,
2.
so Dante, this is almost...
Alpha 2 is still alive. Fucking shit up, according to the
Apologies.
Roger that.
This is Alpha 2.
Yeah, so we're fighting the M1A1HC, which is almost complete vanilla. It shouldn't be able to tank shots. I just find that in this mod, 3CB, it's supposed to inherit directly from RHS, but for some reason, those tanks are really weird to damage. You have to like hit under the turret or on the turret side. And if you hit the turret front face, obviously it's going to glance, but there's a lot of other positions, like normal side shots, that just don't penetrate for some reason. I don't know why.
Victor 10,
Maybe it is realistic.
Alpha 3, you got a tank due east of you. In around Alpha 1, P1 mark.
Shit, how much respawn time?
Victor 10, did you copy?
1 minute 20 seconds, I can wait.
Victor 10's been hit.
Copy, Victor 10's been hit.
Shortwave, we have 11 deaths so far. They're respawning in a minute 30, and then I'm moving the MSP over.
Copy.
It's okay if the enemy tank moves past us. It's okay as long as the infantry does not.
I mean, the tank is gonna pop the artillery battery and maybe
Tanks are
me.
currently stationary, just east of Omega 1, firing HEs into Alpha 3 position.
Copy.
Yeah, the tank's getting close.
One mobility kill, possible complete kill.
That's
Copy.
2 tanks down. That's a total of 2 Abrams down so far.
We're seeing enemy infantry moving through uniform 4 towards south.
Copy.
Joonas, uniform 4 etelä 105 kertaa häirintätuulta. Sirpalegranaatti ammu.
Actually, these guys are going
We
to
are
respawn soon.
calling mortar fire 100 meters south of Uniform 4 5 times, harassing fire, shrapnel.
Was just about to ask for the same. Thank you, 10.
Hello.
Side view on us.
Respawns, gather in. Respawns, gather in.
Side. Uniform 4.
Respawns, gather in. Respawns, gather in. Respawns, gather in. Don't go anywhere. Shortwave, respawns just came. We got about 10 of them. Where am I sending them, Severe?
To their squad's positions.
Right, let's go and try.
Okay, boys. Hey, before you wander off. We have enemy tank contact east at Uniform 6. You finding a route back to your squads and your initial fighting positions north means going from here at the respawn dot to Oscar 2 and splitting from there. When you get to Oscar 2, there may be close contact northeast. Recommend a more westerly route. Be careful. Good luck. Anyone here from Alpha 4? Okay, hearing none, go on ahead. As for Victors, you can always try teleporting back to base, but I don't think your tank's back yet.
We can spawn it. Our tank.
Oh yeah, you're right. You can spawn it whenever. Just teleport.
Out.
You probably don't want to teleport back to base. I will tell them about the tank knockout.
It's not knocked out. It's not even K kill. It's just a turret kill. If we can get to Uniform 6, we can retrieve our tank.
You won't yet. There are Abrams in the area, and you'd have to bring it back here for repair, I think. This MSP's got to move, so I gotta go.
Down the highway again.
Okay.
I recommend you just go get a new tank. We have plenty of them. Oh wait, yeah. If you're gonna teleport, do that now. You gotta make up your mind. Sorry.
Trying to, but we've got so much infantry on our northeast. I think if I send them out, they're fucking mulch.
Okay. You could try and send them southwest and then hook east.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Are both our T-80s dead? You're the second one.
Yep. Yes.
Okay, if you guys are teleporting back to base to get a fresh one, do it now. I'm moving this MSP.
Joo, on
Thank you. Dimitri? Onko sitä just näkynyt siellä ennessä?
Shortwave update. Both of our T-80s are crew killed. They respawned. They are teleporting back to base to get new ones. Over.
We need to hurry up because they're going to move the MSP, so we're going to teleport and then move it.
There is a disabled one near Uniform 6 that we can't retrieve because there's Abrams in the area. Break.
Let's just send it.
It is only turret disabled. Over.
Platoon, this is Alpha 3. We're in close contact.
You guys need to teleport now.
Northeast.
I'm leaving. This MSP's leaving in 30 seconds. I'm not waiting any longer.
Yeah, we're losing our position.
Okay, Alpha 2, Alpha 3, flex backward if necessary. Flex backward 100 meters.
User in your channel timed out.
Are you not going? I'm going. Okay, see ya. Walk up, Ace interact, open teleport menu, teleport back to base. You've like 10 seconds. Go, go, go.
Yeah, Alpha 2.
Teleport menu and Ace interact.
Side. Close.
Okay, Alpha 2, Alpha 3, both flex back 100 meters, set up new defense.
If anyone's here,
positions,
scream.
wait for the enemy
I'm
to
unpacking
arrive.
now.
Alpha 10, Tango 1, do you think Tango could assist in any way on the eastern flank over?
Position yourself to look at the main highway towards Uniform 7. I have a feeling the Abrams are about to break through there.
Copy, we'll go.
MSP's moving now.
Okei. Okay. Otetaan komentoryhmä irti Southwestin kautta kohti M2. Purppuraa M2.
Kuitti, haluatko tarvitsi joku kyydin vielä?
Joo, mä tuun kyytiin nyt just.
Joo, kanssin kohta.
Alright, I gotta use the field. I hope a tank doesn't shoot me in the back just now. One can only pray. I'm gonna go behind H3, dive in from the north, and pray that there's no Abrams watching.
10, this is 1, estimate 2 enemy Abrams tanks at Uniform 5 approximately.
Copy that.
Okay, I should have time, hopefully.
Alpha 4, this is 10.
Send.
Do you have any contact?
Light contact east of Foxtrot 9. No other contact.
Copy. Alpha 4, you will be the first unit to retreat, okay? When I give my signal, you retreat to your next position.
Copy last.
Alpha 1, 10. Alpha 1, 10.
Enemy Abrams approximately at uniform 5
Platoon
advancing
3,
on the
we got
road.
an Abrams moving down U3
Ah.
road with sidelining.
Is that a rock?
Copy. Abrams at uniform 5 and uniform 3. I copy.
This is as good as it's gonna get.
This is Alpha 2. This is Alpha 2. Our BTR got armored and is currently upside down.
Copy. Send an admin message.
This is Alpha 3 on 51.5.
Send it.
Enemy have broken through from Oscar 1 position down to uniform 5. We're gonna have to pull out from our position.
Shot flew over.
Copy. Alpha 3 starts falling back towards your phase 2 position. Alpha 3, fall back to your phase 2 position.
Understood, understood.
Scots, mikä tarkkasi ääntimen?
You want Alpha 4 to execute as well?
Alpha 4, go ahead and
Sai
execute.
respawn, Northwestiin respalt semmonen 150 metriä. So.
Alpha 2, this is 10, do you read?
This is Alpha 2.
Hold in your position for 2 minutes. Allow Alpha 3 and Alpha 4 to withdraw. Act as the rear guard and then slowly
Rear
pull
guard.
back towards
Rear guard and
Zulu
retreat,
East.
yeah.
Your indicates phase 2 position.
Copy that.
This kind of stinks. But at least the Abrams are coming in east, so if Alpha 4 is here engaging northwards, maybe the Abrams won't blow them up so much?
Victor 10, this is Alpha 10.
Do I have
you read?
500 seconds to build a big-ass trench here? No, I don't. I don't know, I can put some stuff down.
What is your current position?
Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna go fortify the MSP more.
Victor 10, Victor 1 are moving back. Near objective 3.
Copy. Be aware, enemy Abrams at uniform 5 south, potentially already at uniform 7.
10 copies.
MSP's finished moving.
Thank you.
Mulla on siis savui vielä, mutta ne ei noita niin hoeta.
Alpha 1, 10.
This is 1.
Send a report, please.
Alpha 1 has approximately half its squad left. We are holding at approximately uniform 6. We are next to Victor.
Can anybody snipe this MSP? No. Only way it would be is if an Abram comes around
Copy, that friendly tank is
southeast.
knocked out.
So I'm gonna build a trench in this direction. But if a tank sees me, I mean, I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try though, why not? Well, how's everybody doing? It's a really nice Saturday. I got myself a slice of a quesadilla. I got one of those Nature Valley soft and chewy bars with fruit, which I am hooked on. I think I prefer soft trail bars, because when you get the Nature Valley ones that are hard and crunchy, that shit goes everywhere. You bite in once and it's just an explosion of confetti, dust, cereal, garbage all over your shirt, all the ground. So I prefer these soft and chewy ones held together by honey. It's yummy.
No other information about
I got a slice of quesadilla, yo ma. I don't know about a slice of D. Commander Saul, I'm doing pretty well. Thanks for asking. It's a good day. Got my little energy drink, gonna slurp it, and I'm chilling here. If Severe dies, I take over, but I hope Severe will keep his own ass alive.
Alpha 10 is now in phase 2 position. We are looking.
This phase is the most spread out. Phase 2 will be a little more action-packed.
7 and Zulu 3 over.
Copy that.
I hope you guys like listening and digging. Yeah, but then you got a package full of cereal dust, Dante. You got oats everywhere. There's just oats in a bag. Take a handful of oats and eat them. Why would I even buy a bar then? You know, I'd buy some cooked oats with honey. It's just, it's not a good form factor. It's just not viable.
Se olisi varmaan hyvä, että sinne nähtäisi kuitenkin.
Trench building ASMR.
Joo,
This is
kyllä se vaan
Alpha 1,
sillä.
enemy tank
Näkeekö
past
näistä
uniform
asemista?
6. One
No
tank
me
has
nähdään
been
tästä
hit,
pellon
unsure
laidasta,
effect.
Damn, Alpha 1 MVP.
Enemy tank active near uniform
Shout out to Alpha 1 for killing 2 or 3 Abrams now. I did not expect us to actually blast them.
At least one enemy tank.
Why not says smash it in the package and then pour it into a container of yogurt. The honey ones are better on the go. Yeah, I mean, think about it like this.
Alpha 3 only has audio.
If you're buying a cereal bar,
area at the moment.
and I say cereal including of oat bars, of course, it's a type of cereal if I want to get technical. You're buying that trail mix bar because you're eating it on the go, or for lunch at work or school. You know, it's not something you just, and you might eat it at home, I do all the time, but the form factor is designed for on-the-go eating. So why are there so many fucking oats spraying all over the place when I bite into the thing? Why does it make such a damn mess? I guess if you're really eating it on the trail, who cares if some oats get on the ground, but, you know, fuck. You aren't supposed to bite into a giant cracker. I bite into giant crackers. Talking to me right now, Dante? You're biting into a giant cracker whenever you talk shit about me. Maybe a skinny cracker. You can't say that on Twitch? No, it's okay.
We are
It's okay.
Southwest of Uniform 1. Just holding
You
where
need a
that,
hobo beard to catch the
road is.
crumbs? Yeah, second meal for later, baby.
Copy. And Alpha 3?
Maybe they expect everybody who eats these Nature Valley bars to have a big old hiking beard, you know?
This is Alpha 1 to Alpha 10. Alpha 1 has fallen back to Alpha 1 phase 2 marker approximately. We're holding that triangular woods currently.
Copy.
User in your channel timed out.
It's just occurring to me now that I'm halfway done with this 500-second trench, that I built it the wrong way, and it would be steeper and better if I built it in reverse. Only just now realizing. I'm not gonna redo it.
Does any element have contact with the enemy right now?
Shortwave, I'm gonna check on Alpha 2's shortwave net again.
Alpha 4 at phase 2 positions, no enemy contact.
Copy.
Briefing, signal.
Alpha 3 has got Abrams due east of its P2 position. Don't know if this position is currently tenable.
Are you under attack by infantry?
Negative.
Well,
Okay,
apparently
can
Alpha
you hit
3
that
is meant
Abrams
to
with
be,
your anti-tank?
Southeast east is
We have
getting
just
engaged
hit
by
it
Abrams.
with 1 times RPG 26, no effect.
Yeah, Alpha 3's been pushed off.
Copy, and the
Falling
tank is
back.
active, is that correct?
We knew that.
Enemy
No,
tank
yeah,
is
but
active.
they
it is
moved
at
back
the
to
uniform
the
6
southeast
position.
east. I just heard they're getting engaged by Abrams.
Copy.
Alpha 3 is at their phase 2 position right now. Alpha 2, this is the platoon sergeant on your net. How you doing?
We're good. We're just we're holding just
Enemy
southwest.
tank now
of
passing
Uniform
Victor 1 phase 1 marker.
Southwest of Uniform 1. Gotcha. You were instructed to provide a rear guard for the withdrawal. Now that Alpha 3 has withdrawn, I think you should withdraw south as well. You might want to check in with platoon lead and confirm that, Alpha 2. I'm going off your net.
Copy that. This is Alpha 2 just getting an update on when we're expected to withdraw south.
Alpha 2, if you have no contact, stay there. Maybe the enemy will walk past you stupidly and you can shoot him in the side.
Copy that.
Well, we always were going to take
one
the tip
heads
of the
up.
spear
One
for
current has
phase 2,
no
so
AT capability left. We have used up all our rockets.
Shortwave, some specifics. Alpha 2 is Uniform 1 Southwest.
Copy.
I'm saying shortwave so Severe doesn't confuse it with long range, but he's still doing it. He's a busy guy. He's very busy right now. Ah! Makote said, scream real loud. Let me know how it's going. Respawns, don't wander off.
Yes.
How many we got?
Stay fucking put.
Pi from Alpha 2. Anyone from Alpha 4?
Yes, hello.
Okay, I have from all elements here, total of about 10.
Where you guys at?
Shortwave. We have a respawn wave. 10 people from all elements.
So where are we at the moment, currently?
Copy.
We are currently at the respawn mark at
towards
M2.
M1, and then from there distribute them towards squad positions.
So, Alpha 3.
Okay, Alpha 4.
You can leave them there if you wish. I'm right
coming
here.
with me.
Alpha 4, stay here for a moment.
Stretch, we're on the bounce.
Alpha 4, stay here.
Alpha
Everyone
1
else.
boys, we're going that way too if you want to come with us. We're going basically same decision.
Alpha 1, Alpha 2, Alpha 3, follow Lurch here. Alpha 4, stay here.
Platoon, this is platoon leader. Update for you. In the last hour of battle,
2 of you.
we sustained 20
Okay.
casualties.
Yep.
Shrub, you should get walking. East, they're going now.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I need to find you guys a route safe back to Alpha 4, one moment. On shortwave, this platoon sergeant. Where is Alpha 4's current right now?
There we go. Let's go.
Alpha 4 is at Alpha 4 P2.
Copy. Okay, never mind. Alpha 4 has moved to their phase 2 position, short east of here. If there's no one there, come back. Otherwise, they should be just east, direct east, near the buildings, waiting for you.
Thank you.
East, not northwest. There you go. You're naked there. I think your uniform bugged, Archeon.
Oh, okay.
Also, be wary.
Sorry for being inappropriate.
There's some Abrams hanging around near Uniform 7. They've been there for 5 minutes with plenty of time to posture, and they will have eyes east of here. So when you move that BTR around, you might get popped. Careful.
Yeah, I took the southern route. Vi tar lite till antar jag.
Ja.
Alpha 2, this is 10. Do you read?
This is Alpha 2, go ahead.
Dispatch a probe to your northeast. Find the enemy. Then report his position to me.
Copy that.
This is Alpha 3, reports of 2 times Abrams at Uniform 6.
Copy 2 Abrams, Uniform 6.
Ni får hämta Arma, okej?
Ja.
Victor, did you copy that?
Victor copies. I believe Victor position is currently near Alpha 3 P2 marker. I'll send Victor 1 to our east to try to confirm Abrams Uniform 6.
Wait in ambush positions, allow the enemy to come forward and then destroy him.
Victor copies.
I'm digging that trench. You better believe it, boy. Appreciate the follow on Twitch, Untamed.
Ja, vi är med spel.
Well, if you enjoy Arma gameplay, you will, for better or worse, find plenty of it here. I play altogether too much of this video game. I'm currently in Alpha Platoon. On the Defender's side, that's Op 4. It's a TVT with 140 people, and I'm the Platoon Sergeant managing logistical support.
2 times Abrams moving off from Uniform 6 southwest, moving towards Oscar 5 Uniform 7 area.
Copy, Victor, prepare to receive enemy armor. Tango as well, prepare to fire at enemy armor in the Uniform 7 area.
Tango copies.
Victor, this is 3. We're gonna mark him with green smoke.
Untamed is from the 104th. says we do a lot of special op missions in Arma. Sounds fun. 104th sounds like a Star Wars unit. Is that true, or am I horribly misinformed and you're some kind of real-life Marine element? Well, if you guys are in the same unit, I hope you know one another. Maybe it's just one 104th and then the other 104th. A lot of numbers to pick from.
On meillä tuo respawni tuossa ihan vieressä.
That guy just said some finish and now he's running away. Okay, whatever he said, I'm sure it was very important.
Alpha 210.
This is Alpha 2, go ahead.
What's the result of your probe?
Sorry, repeat last.
Did you find the enemy?
Probe was sent out, but now we're being engaged north-northeast.
Copy. North-northeast of that bend on the road at Oscar 2.
Heading back to Alpha 2 now. I'm going to try and get specifics.
Copy, you're being engaged from Uniform 1. Going to begin withdrawing towards Alpha 2 phase 2.
Okay, we've got the order to withdraw.
You've confirmed enemy contact. Confirmed enemy contact on the buildings at Uniform 1. This is Platoon Sergeant.
Go ahead and occupy with your infantry area Zulu 9 and dispatch your anti-tank patrol east towards Oscar 4.
Zulu 9, Oscar 4, copy last.
Shortwave Platoon Sergeant. Fires Observer, how many rounds do we have left for the mortars?
None.
Holy shit.
All rounds expended.
Use them all? Copy out. We used every single shell we had in the first phase. Oh lordy. Well, this is the best time to use them. The next objectives are going to involve fast field crossings. But still! Wow, we used every single shell for the mortars.
Alpha 2, did you receive my last order to withdraw?
Copy that, yeah, we're just doing a fighting withdrawal now.
Copy.
This is Victor 10, just got engaged by something to our northeast.
Alpha 1, we have movements at Uniform 6.
Can confirm, those tanks are now moving towards us there, Zulu, sorry, Victor 10.
Uh-oh.
Victor 10, what is your status?
Victor 10 is all green, we've just pulled back since a few rounds missed us.
Copy.
Victor 1's going to try to attempt to move west and north.
Copy.
Alpha 1 has a lot of vehicle activity at Uniform 6 and south of it.
Alpha 3 here, they are on top of Oscar 4, pushing our Alpha 3 P2 mark time now.
Copy, enemy at Oscar 4.
77 tickets. Oh shit, from 82? Was that 5 more only?
If you need to withdraw to your south.
Was it 82 before?
Copy, we'll try.
Alpha 4 stepping off now, Zulu 9.
Okay, so it was 82, and yeah, I really think it was 82, so we took a few more deaths, not many.
Alpha 3, that's the Abrams on the opposite side of that tree line to your fucking northeast, dude.
We got a few blind tanks 25 meters away from each other not shooting.
We can't let see them, but exposing ourselves to taking on our shot.
Ice Wolf, appreciate the follow. Untamed says, in our squad we love to run tanks. Well, that sounds pretty fun. Force multipliers can be a good kick, though I always find myself as infantry having the tanks steal all the damn kills.
Like smart to Zulu 9.
Copy that, Alpha 2.
Dante, you're slotting. Ooh, artillery on the other side, huh? Well, I can't wait to kill you, Dante. We'll find a way.
The eastern edge of the map, southeast of Uniform 6.
Copy southeast of Uniform 6, Alpha 1. Delay that enemy.
Copy.
Alpha 3, what is your situation?
Alpha 3 here. We kind of have these Abrams split between us and Alpha 1, so we're kind of egressing to the west here. We're going to reload and try and redeposit by Alpha 1 P2 mark with the vehicle.
Yeah, go ahead and try and stop that enemy access of movement on the east side of the map.
9 välillä siinä on oma T-vaunu. Tosta pahtoi justiinsa 1 ohi.
Oh, we're using enhanced inventory, and I only noticed just now because I haven't even used my inventory once.
Okei, nyt ne heitti oikealle siitä.
Alpha 1, this is 3.
Hotel 2, Zulu 9 menossa.
No, voitais periaatteessa tulla
Alpha 10, Tango 1.
vaunulla, koska sieltä
Enemy is in between Uniform 1, Oscar 2, over.
Pidetään meidät niin lännen
Uniform 1, Oscar 2.
tulppana. Koska tuolta lähti justiinsa pohjoisesta Sinko.
That was an RPG launch north-northeast. Was that the Conquerors?
Oliks meillä vaunussa niin sidontatarpeet?
Am I on the right fucking map? Yeah, they're just talking to each other in Finnish. Bastards.
Alpha 1, this is 3.
Alpha 1.
We are mounting and en route to your position in the next 30 seconds.
Copy that. Be careful, there's an Abrams watching the road.
Alpha 4, this is Platoon Sergeant.
Copy. We're going to push further south towards Lima 1 and try and enter from your southeast.
Copy.
Ah,
You're
shit.
approach from the Uniform 8 area if you come in from the southeast.
These guys only speak Finnish
Copy.
too.
Heard.
Wait, is it Anrop? Oh god, I can't tell the difference between Swedish and Finnish. I'm just gonna have to walk up and say, ammo. Whoa, they built some trenches here. And yeah, it looks like they used some of the quicker building ones, helped them out. Are they gone?
Victor 10, what's the status of your half platoon?
Victor 1's still attempting western flank. My one. There's 10's getting eyes on to east on uniform.
Okay.
I heard him just now, over here. Whoa, is that smoke? And there's a BTR falling back? Okay, shit's about to go down.
Uskotko, mikäs meidän boksi on?
Det där jag har båsikt, jag är inte så båsikt mot 70.
Mikä boksi meillä on?
Är det de som skjuter mig på natten?
Oh, this is a Conqueror's position. Tango's here. Where's Alpha 4?
Ja.
I hear voices.
Kaikki mikä liikkuu ja näyttää
Alpha 3 did not come to Alpha 1 P2 position, we're getting shelled.
Eikä auton rekisterissä.
Kaikki. Savut. East, north, east.
1, this is 3. Stay on your last.
Oscar 3.
Alpha 1 position 2 area is being shelled by mortars.
Copy. Would you rather us pull into your Lima 2 area, or do you want us to reinforce you at Uniform 8 when the shelling's done?
Not sure you'll do much good here in our current position. Better to grab something nearby.
They're killing infantry! Northeast? I thought that's a vehicle, it's just a rock. They're shooting infantry with fucking Cornet ATGMs. I love this. That's great. And they're laughing at him too.
Victor 1 has been knocked out. I got Tank Abrams at A2P1.
Copy A2P1, enemy Abrams.
Platoon Sergeant on shortwave.
Alpha 10, Tango 1. Send it.
100 meters
Go for them
east
first, it's
of
low prio.
3, position 2, enemy Abrams, stationary.
Okay, they reported Abrams east of... Never mind, go ahead.
Considering what one just threw out there in terms of information, how do you want us to reposition instead of jumping in on Alpha 1 P2 mark? Do you want us to move somewhere else?
Yeah, position to Lima 2 and prepare to support the withdrawal of the platoon.
Copy, heard.
Alpha 10, Tango 1.
Send it.
Tango 1 has shot 3 missiles at enemy infantry at Oscar 2 position. We have injured some and they've been forced back a bit. Over.
Oscar 4, Mike 1, joo.
Copy.
Alpha 10 4.
Send it.
Tullaan rätkyttää vai?
Current position at Zulu 8. We took some fire from Oscar 2. Break.
Näkyy vaan tela.
18 probe was unable to move to Oscar 4.
Copy.
Jesus Christ, you're telling me I gotta walk all the way over to Zulu 8?
Että kun enää näkyy vaan tela tosiaan.
Southeast. What the fuck?
Alpha 10, Tango 1.
Eikö shotittaa vaan?
Where do we have our own victors? Over.
One victor is Oscar 4, forest facing east.
Advise Victor engage the Abrams turret east uniform.
Ja, då...
Ja, exakt. För jag såg bara banden liksom. Jag tänkte, vad fan är det där?
Alpha 110.
Vi sköt på infanteriet på andra sidan.
Howitzers are landing Oscar 6 and Hotel 6. Over.
Copy. The enemy is probably about to try and make a big push along the highway with vehicles.
Are these howitzer crews still alive? Is this objective still active? Are we getting encircled? Are we getting skipped? Because we're fighting from the west now. Is the enemy about to pass us and try and just pop a squad on objective 2? I don't know.
Ei olekaan. Vihollista Hotel 2. Ai korjaan, anteeksi. Hotel 1 pohjoiseen talo. Hummeri siinä pihalla.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get my ass to them to rearm me.
Alpha 10, Tango 1 has engaged one enemy Abrams, 2 hits. He is rolled back from Oscar 2 into the forest east. Over.
Mä alan kanssa rätkyttää.
Copy. And reports of enemy infantry in Hotel 1.
Pohjoiseen Hotel 1.
North of Hotel 1.
Got a bunker?
Nyt tullaan tuhoamaan.
Joo, vaikuttakaa sillä komento vaan.
10, this is 1. 1 has taken severe casualties from artillery fire at the Alpha 1 position 2 marker. We have maybe 4 guys left.
Päätäkö Jonas tuhoamaan?
Oikein.
Copy. Alpha 1, withdraw slowly towards uniform 9. Or
Eli
Lima 2.
Hotel 1 pohjoiseen ensimmäinen rakennus. Sen länsipuolella hummeri.
Päästäkö irti tähän sulukasille?
Alpha 4, I have more RPGs for you. Where do you need them?
Reeveli on nyt stabiloitu. Keltainen me nostetaan sinne kyytiin ja sitten ryhmä otetaan vaunuun ja vetäydytään etelään aiempaa sieltä. Koitan tässä suppressoida noita sen aikaa, että pysytään.
There's an RPG guy. That's Alpha 2 position.
Sininen punainen irti vaunulle, sulu 8 sauttiin ladon taakse, vaunun kyytiin mars.
I'm speaking Russian, so they must be speaking a different regional dialect of Russian.
Hummeri vieläkin siinä.
This Alpha 4, Zulu 9 is too hot for us. Going back to our first two positions.
Copy. Withdraw.
We have at least one friendly tank northeast-ish.
Where you guys at? I got ammo for you.
You're a savior, well.
Approximately just direct south of our phase 2.
Okie dokie. Did you see the trenches I built for you?
Large amounts of 50 caliber fire west
Hi, Mira.
side, Hotel 1. Looks like that's an enemy mechanized flank.
Okay, Alpha 2, you have contact all over Oscar 2 north.
Unable to return the fire, they're in the defilade. Or backing out
The trench line I built for y'all is close north, and Alpha 3 is scattered around here engaging. Here's a bunch of RPGs and ammo. You can tell your gunner, they're just dropping right here, where I'm sitting. Sure thing. Here's a ton of ammo.
We're stuck without transport for the meantime.
Oh, you just dropped it on the floor, I see.
Yeah, here's some bandages. I don't have much.
Thank you.
Have fun. There are some trenches I built northeast here close in the forest.
They're hitting our respawn over.
Whale, get the respawn out of there.
Ah, fuck me. I have visual, it's landing north of the respawn. I'm going back to the respawn, but it's gonna be 3 minutes.
If you're not doing medical, move northeast. There's trenches way up on the
heading southeast towards Uniform
Yeah, I gotta get my ass back to respawn. Good luck, boys.
Copy. Victor 10, did you copy?
Copy, we're still engaging.
They're at the very north end of our tree line.
I gotta walk my ass all the way back to that respawn position. There's fucking RPGs landing past me. This is gonna suck.
4 back at phase 2 positions. Direct 4 men plus vehicle.
The howitser's landing there. I don't think they killed anyone. Enemies are trying to kill the artillery crews on my position now, which is enemy contact somewhere around Hotel 2.
This is Alpha 2. We have an eyes on an Abrams north-northeast of our position in the tree line.
Okay, it's time to go, gamer.
Alpha 2, make a short stand and begin withdrawing towards your phase 3 position. Victor 10, do you read?
Wait 1, Vic 10, gauge 2 Abrams, we're pulling back southwest, we're danger close north. We engage enemy infantry squad and 2 Abrams, uniform 6, we're pulling back southwest now.
Copy. Be advised, Victor 10, 1 times enemy Abrams made a breakthrough towards uniform 9.
Copy.
I want you to go and hunt his ass down. Alpha 4, 10.
4.
What is your position?
Alpha 4 at phase 2 positions. Strength 3 men plus vehicle and crew.
Copy, you're at phase 3 position?
Negative, phase 2, phase 2.
Okay, I
Friendly.
need to pull back to phase 3 position.
Double as phase 3, we'll go, out.
Alpha 3, 10, do you read?
This is Alpha 3, go ahead.
What is your position?
Currently occupying Lima 2. We are observing enemy Abrams at our north, just north of Uniform 7. Dismounted with infantry around it. Looks like you've got some injuries on it. Also, good shots,
Ooh,
Victor.
tanks are killing each other
Okay,
out there.
destroy that Abrams.
Good luck, Victor.
I think Victor's already got that covered.
Victor engaging Abrams.
Yeah, they hit it like 4 times. There's an Abrams tank over there at the end of the road, maybe a click out, and our friendly T-80's blown the shit out of it.
This is Alpha
Oh, yeah.
2, we've begun pulling back.
Copy that, Alpha 2. Alpha 2, just trying to pull back towards your P3 position.
Copy that.
Enemy Abrams northeast, uniform 7, in the opposing tree line. But hit once with RPG, unknown effect.
Copy.
Yes, I can. Shelling was for a BTR 300 meters north of it. They don't know where the MSP is, but I can move it because we're getting circled.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and move it to M3.
Copy. How do I get the MSP over the road barriers on the highway?
10, what's your report?
Huh. So this super highway here has a bunch of road barriers between the two lanes. I think I have to just ram over them.
Copy.
Alpha 3, this is Platoon Sergeant. There's extra ammo with Alpha 2 if you're anywhere near them. Over. Shortwave. 59 tickets remain. 59.
Copy, 59.
Stand there.
Enemy infantry are starting to occupy A1 P2 location in forest. Do you have any indirect to spare?
Negative, we're out of indirect.
Good copy.
Come on, let me in. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. That patch of trees is the edge of the map. From there I go direct east. Actually, let's try east-southeast. Oh, okay. Too far.
Alpha 1, 10.
This is 1. 1 is has fallen back to Lima 2 area. We are approximately 4 men up.
Copy. 1, continue withdrawing towards your phase.
Trail, then highway. Highway, turn right.
Copy that.
Please break road barrier.
4, phase 3 now.
Fuck.
Copy that 4.
I got past it. Okay.
This is up.
Okay, real challenge. 1, not getting shot in the back right now. And 2,
Recent last transmission. You cut out.
poor Kamix is having trouble at long range. He's just busy on shortwave comms, I guess. We're having a good time. Whoa, look at that cool hotel. Too bad we don't get to go there. Alright, how do I get over this road barrier? Here's the real challenge of the operation. Not shooting people, not surviving, just... How do I get over this fucking road barrier? Is there a gap? Nope, that's just a bush. Okay, here we go. Come on. Come on, Nelly. Oh, yeah, you got it. You got big tires. Big tires, baby. Big tires. All right, give it another shot. Here we go. Oh, baby. Oh. Lend me your energy. Ay, ay, ay. Ah, haha. Got it. All right, not so bad. H8, direct south. M3, southeast. I am going to go into the forest until I hit the southern edge. About 2 minutes till the respawn wave comes in. I gotta hurry my ass.
Victor 10, this is 10, do you read?
Actually, I'll just put it. I'll put it up here early.
What's your situation and position?
We're just southwest of Oscar 5. Engaged enemy infantry and Zulu 9 marker. We're holding them up for right now. We're running low on ammo, but we'll just hold them up.
Copy.
52
if you
seconds.
need to withdraw towards the MSP at Hotel 9 for rearming.
10 copies.
Shortwave platoon sergeant, respawn wave in 1 minute. Where are they going?
Okay, you're sending them straight to their P3 positions.
Enemy tank standing at the objective 1 artillery. You have a tank northeast of you, Oscar 4 somewhere.
Victor 10, enemy tank northeast of you.
10 copies, not eyes on.
Okay, don't go anywhere. Hold your horses. Don't run away. Stay here. Don't go anywhere. Stay here. Don't go anywhere. A lot of Alpha 2s I'm seeing. Alright, all Alpha elements that have respawned here just now, looks like there's 15 of you. You are heading to your Phase 3 fighting positions. For Alpha 4, that means the first section of Phase 3 north. Everyone else should only have one mark. So if you're not in Alpha 4, you're going east, you're going to build trenches, and before you go, take everything out of this MSP.
We're pulling back from the main
We're
road.
defending, you're going to have time to set up, you're going to have time to bring extra supplies. There's medical, there's ammo, there's RPGs. There's not a ton of it, but take as much as you can and bring it to your Phase 3 positions and build trenches. Hopefully your leads will meet you there eventually. Also, since you're building defenses, whoever's here for your elements, if you are separated from your 1 IC, please pick a new leader. 2 IC, whoever's third in charge, just decide amongst yourselves as you move out to your Phase 3 fighting positions. Get there, entrench, bring those extra supplies. This MSP is being packed in about 2 minutes. Until then, do whatever you like. Enemy contact could be as far as Lima 2, northeast. Main attack is still happening near Oscar 5 north on the first objective. I can see a lot of silent people not appointing new leadership. If you're not in Alpha 4, and that is Alpha 1, 2, or 3, start moving east-southeast to Objective 2, the FOB. Set up defenses there, and please, on the way, decide who's in charge.
Missä päin me ollaan tällä hetkellä?
Tuolla respa, tuolla H.
Eihän tuo pitkä matka.
Ei, me lähdetään kävellä.
Joo.
Platoon Sergeant on shortwave. We had maybe 20 respawns, a whole lot of them. I sent them to their Phase 3 positions. Alpha 4 is likely going north to their first Phase 3, and I had them take all the extra ammo. Over.
Copy, how many tickets remaining?
Tickets are subtracted on death, it should still be similar. Wait, one.
Okay.
52, yeah, hasn't changed much.
Alright.
Minutes. Okay, I'm gonna move this MSP. I forgot to mention to the respawns, if they need to get their BTR back, they can go get a new one from spawn and drive it up, and now would be the best time for that.
Alpha 1 times Abrams, and a possible Mark 19 at Uniform 7.
Copy.
Alpha 2?
Spurs falling behind.
Where are you guys falling back from right now?
Alpha 2 is currently going east from response to our Phase 3.
We got a second Abrams.
And is everyone there?
250 meters north of Uniform 8 directly. He's got us pinned down on Lima 2.
Who's in charge?
Copy 2. Sorry, copy 3.
No, who's in charge of you guys? You said your leadership isn't there. Who's your 2IC?
Interactive on where the MSP is gone.
Make sure you're on platoon net 1 and 2. I'm bringing an MSP to you. You guys don't have your BTR right now. You're going to use the MSP to teleport someone back to base to bring your BTR up. Do you copy?
Copy.
I'm going to get an Alpha 3 net and tell them the same damn thing. The MSP will be deploying in the middle of the FOB, and teleport quick, because I'm going to move it from there after about 30 seconds to where the MSP should actually be.
My platoon sergeant has stopped responding on radio, so I don't know what's going on with the MSP.
I'm okay. I was off net talking to some squads. The MSP is outbound east. It's moving to the proper position for M3.
Okay, so you're moving to M4?
Yeah, sorry, M4.
Yes, affirm, KA.
Victor 10, he's at M4 south of Objective 2.
Fucking ass back to CCP.
Take over.
And Victor 10, what's the status of your other tank?
Believe he's
because Lennox, you never...
Alpha 3, I don't mean to interrupt, but this is the platoon sergeant. Real quick, do you guys have your BTR?
Oh yeah, for sure, yes.
Okay. Going off comms. I'm just going through and making sure they teleport back to base if they need a new BTR.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Alpha 10, Tango.
Alpha
10. Where will we get more launchers?
Okay, there we go. I'm on shortwave.
10. At the base.
Copy.
Or you can try and rearm your current launchers at the MSP, either way.
What am I doing? Okay, Alpha 2, MSP's here. South of you across the bridge. Get somebody here, teleport them back to base. Over. Shortwave, platoon sergeant's back on net. I am telling Alpha 2 to send a boy to the MSP so they can teleport back to base and get a new BTR, and then I'm going to move the MSP to M4. Over.
Copy, thank you.
Alpha 4, 10.
Send.
Send me a report.
Nothing to report.
User in your channel timed out.
Copy.
Alpha 15 and AlphaNet, any elements that need to teleport back to base for BTRs, vehicles, or supplies, the MSP is on our objective for just a minute or two. Come over here and teleport if you need to. Over. Are they playing music or is TFAR bugging? I don't know. There are some supplies in here. Not much. Alpha 2, what's the ETA on the guy coming over here and teleporting? Alpha 2? Oh, AET. Yeah, open the teleport menu with Ace Interact, teleport back to base. You'll also Ace Interact with the flagpole you see there and spawn a new BTR for yourself to drive up. The base is at the main base mark. From there you go west. Does that make sense? ET, can you hear me? Maybe my TFAR's bugged. Hello, check, check. Oh, that's not good. Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me right now? Hello? Check on channel 2. Can anyone hear me on shortwave? What the fuck is going on?
Connection lost.
Oh, the TeamSpeak just crapped out. But the server's still up? Interesting.
Connected.
Restart TFAR again.
Channel switched. User in your channel timed out.
Okay, we're back, I think. Hey, Alpha 2, this is Platoon Sergeant. I think ET just went back to go get that BTR for you. MSP is about to move back, but if you need more supplies, MSP is here in the base for maybe 2 more minutes. Over. MSP is about to move. Can you hear me, Alejandro? I think they actually might have different game servers if one of them's... Yep, the TeamSpeak is getting DDoSed or something. And the admin still hasn't froze the game.
North side of the bridge, north side of the bridge. We're defending that.
To be honest, I don't know about highway. We are at uniform 9. And it seems that...
Oh, hey, I can hear you.
...is crashing with 90% of
Break on net. As already may be known, Alpha Platoon Sergeant reporting the TeamSpeak server keeps shutting down. A lot of people will be off comms for a few minutes. Over.
Yeah, it looks like it. Maybe he DC'd, maybe it just died.
Yeah, the TeamSpeak server died. It is back for now. And
No, I meant leadership is MIA.
Kamix did say he disconnected for a moment, so he might be back. 2IC, you're in charge. Make sure you're on platoon net. And if you need any supplies, the MSP south of you is going to move soon. Update. Enemies spotted at Uniform 8.
Coming from the west.
Do you have confirmed visual on enemy coming in west?
No, that was a question.
Could you ask that again?
Friendly walking in west.
Okay, copy. I'm going on comms.
Enemies coming from the west.
Enemy infantry are moving into Uniform 9 on the map border.
Enemy infantry moving towards
Are you done? I gotta move this thing.
Toby can rearm here.
Yep. Get it done. I gotta go.
Do you know how?
Oh, I think you need to be in it, and then you need to face it, and then you need to scroll wheel. Platoon Sergeant on shortwave. I need a short explanation of how a rearm from a vehicle onto the MSP works.
Okay. I assume they just park the vehicle right next to it and then hit the rearm button or use an ace track or something.
Lordy.
It's not working.
So I'm getting the ACE interact for refuel, but I don't see any option to rearm you guys with ACE, so I assume it's vanilla behavior. That means the driver faces it and scrolls, and if that's not present,
I don't have the option.
if that's not present, then it's not working. Do you guys have sufficient ammo right now?
Barely. Well, maybe because the vehicle is not packed right now. Maybe it works if it's packed.
I'm gonna try it. Thank you for the advice. 3, 2, 1, 0. Now try. If it doesn't work, I can... Whoa, Jesus, careful where you're going there. If it doesn't work, you can always get a fresh T80. We have 3 more.
No dice.
Okay, you guys, hey, just teleport back to base and get a fresh T80. I'll unpack it again. Okay, ready?
Siellä oli ainakin pötköllä ainakin yhden näin. Ja oli Woodland.
Alpha 10 is seeing trees being knocked down at Uniform Edge.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
You guys are probably going to want to teleport back once I unpack this and get a fresh T80, as silly as it sounds. Don't tell me they're leaving. Man, they do not understand what I'm saying. Oh well. Snail.io, howdy. How you doing?
Niin, joo.
Alpha 4, 10.
Sent.
Report please.
Okay, so this is phase 3 for Alpha 1, and back there, I think I see what I'm looking for, which is point M4. Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good.
Sivummalta ne näki, mutta ei tästä.
Platoon Sergeant on shortwave. I'm going to unpack the MSP at M4.
Enemy Abrams spotted, Oscar 6.
Then I'm going to go get a fresh one so we can have 2.
F4, we had enemy Humvee at Hotel 4. That's the last enemy contact we had.
Copy.
And enemy infantry at Hotel 4.
Onks tuo ohjus, joka lenti meidän yli?
On todennäköisesti.
Oli.
Platoon Sergeant is RTB for fresh MSP.
Abramsi näkyy 320, liikkuu southwest.
Juu, näin. Pidä piikillä.
Abrams moving in Uniform 8 area southwest.
F10, 4.
Send it.
Be advised, we lost our vehicle to a possible enemy M113 at Hotel 4 area, so we'll be on foot from now on.
Copy.
RS oli uniformkaasista norttiin tai northeastiin.
Be advised, Abrams moving east off of Oscar 6.
Copy.
Okay, they're around here. Their infantry around here. Seems like they're attacking from the northeast. Hopefully we have our coordinates set up. Victor and Tago are just scooching up from the east over and over again to kill bitches, and hopefully that'll work out just fine. A little bit of curvy stuff, and then I take a right, and then I take first left.
RS-Coats, vihollisen vaunu suoraan uniformkaasilla. Siinä suoraan uniformkaasilla.
Nope, wrong turn.
10.
We got those Abrams pushing us out of Lima 2 at this time. Do you want us to egress out of here, or hold and fight?
Hold and fight, delay the enemy. Draw him into your tree line and then fuck him up.
Copy, we'll go.
Victor 10, this is Alpha 10.
7 for 10.
Prepare to support friendly infantry at Lima 2 against enemy armored attack from his north.
Copy. Be advised, Victor 1 has been engine knocked out. Victor 10 is currently northeast of Hotel 8.
Copy.
RS-Coats, vihollisen Abrams vetää uniformkaasin vestissä.
Voitte.
You know, answer your earlier question, Anzu, are you winning? It's 1:20. We kicked off at 11:40. I think we're winning. Barely. I think we're winning. Which is surprising because this was going to be fucking difficult for us given all the Abrams they have. But I suppose in the end, our force parity is kind of similar in numbers. Not in firepower at all, but in numbers, maybe that's helping us. I want to get on the Y7 road. Dirt piles. I'm going a little far, but this fence does as well. I'm going to need to crush the fence, ain't I? I can go around the very edge of the
I
fence.
hear Dragon missiles being launched.
Yeah, right here. This is the map edge. There's a lot of empty vehicles because the backstory of this operation is that this was a fight before, and now it's a fight again. The first fight, there's just from it a bunch of enemy, rather empty, locked vehicles, both friend and foe, around the sector. To confuse people, I guess. There's empty BMPs, empty tanks.
We are down to 3 men at Hotel 7 being overrun by the enemy engaging us from the north. So enemies advancing Hotel 6 towards Hotel 7 at the moment.
Copy that. Alpha 4, pull back toward the objective 2 and set up the fence on the south side facing west.
4.
Platoon Sergeant Shortwave might want to force respawn right now.
I don't have capability to force respawn. This is not a CCO.
We have 5 of them, I thought. I'm tripping. I think I'm tripping. I don't know.
Alpha 10.
From Tango, currently I have one ATTM deployed around Alpha 3 position 3. We'll deploy a second one in a close proximity in a few minutes.
Copy. Alpha 3, 10.
This is 3, go ahead.
Send me a report.
We got 2 times Abrams currently occupying Uniform 8. We're digging into the back section of Lima 2, and we're basically preparing to receive any infantry. We suspect they're moving east to occupy Uniform 9, and they might just take a run for the fucking Highway 3 objective there.
Oh, come on.
Copy. Hey,
They're not
to
gonna
your
pass
west
us.
of Hotel 6, at least one platoon of enemy infantry.
And they can't just pass us, dog.
Hotel 6, roger.
That's correct.
Sounds good.
Can they just pass us?
Alpha 10, Alpha 1.
Send it.
We've finished fortifying our position. Do you want us
What the fuck?
pushing out west to assist Alpha Force?
This is abandoned, right? Yeah, this is part of the op. Damn it. I wish I had a little cool thing to move around with.
Copy that. Is Alpha 4 routine to our current location, or should we help them shore up Hotel 9?
They are withdrawing toward you.
Copy that.
Platoon Sergeant on shortwave. MSP is redeploying. I have 2 here. I'm going to bring the one with extra ammo to Objective 2 FOB and leave it there undeployed.
What's that contact on the north side?
We've got enemy Abrams moving off of Uniform 8, moving east now.
Should have checked the respawn timer first. I'm a dipshit.
Copy. Victor, are you capable of responding to that Abrams movement at Uniform 9?
Lieutenant's trying to readjust his guys on moving to Lima 2 now.
Copy.
What the fuck?
We're down to only one man, me. I'm taking heavy fire from the northeast.
Oh, come on! Now is a very bad time for this.
Southwest enemy, AMG.
Very, very bad time indeed.
Engaging me.
Copy, Alpha 4.
The setup MSP action is not working anymore.
Alpha 4, Alpha 1, could you repeat your current location? Guys heading towards you. Hold.
Here we go.
Hold 07, southeast. Got that, Alpha 4. Are you able to keep moving, or are you stuck?
We're good. 7 minutes respawn time.
I'm moving. Copy. My men are currently heading towards Hotel 9. They'll be able to cover you as you cross the road. Copy.
Okay, I'll just bring this one into the objective proper, I guess. It has more ammo anyways.
Skotsi, Jonas.
Alpha 10, Tango 1.
Alpha 10.
Tango 1 is now complete again. We are moving east and going to cross to the northern side to try and cover from the Yankees 4 area, over.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ammo here. Extra ammo. RPGs. Medical
I
here.
suspect that there's already enemy at
Extra
Yankee
ammo.
4.
RPGs. Medical over here. This is just a spare MSP with a ton of shit in it. I'm gonna bring some extra Alpha too.
I'm gonna take some bandages. Victor 10, Alpha 10.
10 first 10.
Suspect enemy already on the northern flank at Yankee 4 with at least some tanks. Be aware.
Copy. We're waiting a Lima 2 for them to move past us, but they've already moved past us. We can try moving to the rear.
Platoon Santa.
Where are you currently?
We're currently southeast of Lima 2.
Copy, southeast of Lima 2. Understood. Yeah, the enemy tank has moved past you along the highway.
Copy. We'll start moving east and see if we can unrest.
Yeah, be careful about enemy dragon missiles. Move through defilated if it's all possible.
Yeah,
what's the status on your other tank?
Uniform 8 proper, like dead on that map mark.
Oh, they're still way up there.
10,
Send it.
Remnants Alpha 4 secured. Pull my guys back at the forest.
Okay.
Alpha 2 platoon sergeants, bring you guys some extra ammo and RPGs. At the objective 2 FOB dot, just east of it in the rocks, there is an undeployed MSP with a shit ton of ammo medical for later. Just keep it in mind.
Contacts bearing 00 direct north. At least from my position on the eastern side of the rocks.
I'm dumping a load of medical ammo, RPG, right here. Right where I'm standing in this trench.
Thanks, Whale.
Yep.
Thanks, Whale.
Victor 10, Selva 3. Be advised, enemy infantry close on red smoke north of Lima 2 on the road.
Northeast vehicle. Looks like an Abrams coming in left or right north.
10 copies. We'll try and descend.
It's like due north now.
Rifleman. That's a T-80, I think.
Hey, Will, do you have an update on enemy positions?
Got eyes on, though.
Yeah, enemy contact spotted. Lima 1 to Lima 2, Uniform 8 to Uniform 9. They seem to be going north of us.
Copy. Thank you.
I'm going to bring you more RPG rockets in a moment.
Do we have any friendlies to our north or no?
Yes.
Yeah, I just saw a red tracer from it. That's enemy tank north.
Alpha 10,
What's
Tango
the
1.
bearing on that?
Behind a tree right now.
Tango 1 is
Range
deployed
maybe
1
like
team
300
at Yankee 1 and 1 team at Yankee 2. We're on a move due to vehicle damage, over.
Copy.
Alpha 2's medic is just north of here.
There's still one
Victor
other
10, this is Selva 3. You want to pull back, man? You got Abrams pushing down the Uniform 7 road east. You have infantry like within 50 in front of you.
Grab the single shots, guys.
Victor 10, can you report? Alpha 3, what do you see?
Yeah, Alpha 3 here. We've got 2 Abrams along the fucking Uniform 7 line. Infantry mixed in with the Dragon. We're engaging them pretty decisively at this point. We're keeping them back. They're not really moving anywhere this time.
Copy, continue delaying.
You can see pretty far here if an Abrams flanks on the north side.
Be advised, Victor's down.
Copy, Victor's down.
I think my MSP's fine at M4. I don't think they're going to get some kind of crazy long shot on it from the northeast, 3 kilometers away.
This is 3. Be advised. Got contact close east on Lima 2.
Copy, contact close east, Lima 2. 3, make rapid contact, then start falling back.
3 copies.
Quesadilla. I can't explain. An old chicken quesadilla from a diner. It's pretty good.
Alpha 10, 4.
Alpha 10.
4, we could light at our base.
Do you guys need a fresh tank?
Yeah, we're gonna go get one.
Yep, MSP is south. Teleport back to base. Good luck.
Yeah, Roger, we just need the medic.
If Alpha 2's medic is not there, Alpha 3's floating around here somewhere. We needed the medic first. I think they talked past tense. Whale's dropping off more RPGs back here. Same spot.
Should I go now or not? Because we're kind of on high alert.
Platoon sergeant's here if you need anything. How we doing?
Currently we don't see anything. We have our AT ready for any Abrams that could be coming by.
Yeah, they're probably, if they're going to appear, you might see an Abrams near Uniform 5, which is the intersection at bearing 0, 1, 2. That smoke plume you see bearing 350 was a friendly tank that exploded a while ago. That crew is getting recrewed now at base. Enemies are mostly using the north side. We haven't had many reports of attacks east quite yet. I mean west, sorry, west. So yeah, hold it down here. Know that we did have our friendlies northwest of here crumple a little bit. And if you're going to focus infantry weapons that are fighting infantry, you might want to face them northwest. You might even want to put a post out northwest into the forest to make sure you don't get jumped and surprised. Bearing, 310 out there.
Where those traces are coming from?
Did Kamix come back yet?
Brief emergency, I'm back.
Has Kamix reconnected?
I mean, he's here, yeah.
Is he here?
And he's responding on radio. I don't know if he's here, but...
They've managed to push up the west side here. They've basically
Okay, then he's on his way back.
section entirely bucketed and closed off. We're gonna try to smoke and push south, but I
Come
don't
back
think
to you,
we're
what'd you say?
gonna be able to make it to A3P3.
How do we actually win this as defenders?
We've run out the time. We have about 30 more minutes. We're doing very well.
Oh, damn.
Or if you think holding there will waste more of their time, you can do that too.
I'm not entirely sure. Sometimes it goes a little longer.
It's probably better than getting shot across.
I suspect it's 30 minutes.
We're just gonna dig in and fucking fight him in the forest.
I think that should be good.
Alright, fight him in the forest.
You're on Whisper.
Alright, I'll be back.
Be on Whisper.
You should be on Whisper, but when you're talking to people, you should go off Whisper.
Alright.
If you're in contact, the reason you're on Whisper is because when you're sitting in that forest and engaging guys that might walk up within 50 meters of you, they can hear you up to 20 meters away on Whisper, but they're not within 20 meters of here right now, otherwise they would have shot the platoon sergeant on this rock.
Yes. So if time runs out, we win?
I think so.
Alright.
Well, no, I know so. It's just, I forget whether it's ending in 30 minutes or an hour and a half, but I'm pretty sure it's 30. We've done very well. We still have 40 tickets, which is 40% of our tickets. Who's in charge here right now, since Kamix isn't?
ET Blast is in charge. They just want to wait for 1 minute. I can take and relay.
No, that's okay, okay. Nobody's not reporting on Platoon now. Platoon that's quite quiet. Alpha 3 is up there north of you doing all that shooting and exploding you here, and they might fall back soon, so just be ready for him. Hey Kamix, welcome back. My only advice to you is to take a guy or two, not the RPG, and swing them out, maybe 50 meters northwest to make sure you don't get jumped in this forest, because the forest gives access right up here. Like, they can be upon you and then shoot you. And you prefer some advance warning, I'm sure.
Bingo.
Also, before you range anything, in that pit right back here, southwest, I dropped medical, ammo, RPGs, and single shots. They're all right here in the dirt.
I could use one
I'll be back later.
from you if you have one, over.
Thanks, Will.
Yep.
We can oblige.
Oh, here's some blood I forgot to drop off.
Camp out in that forest, Kamix?
Copy, coming right over.
Here's 5 liters of blood.
Perfect, thank you very much. Staying right out.
Yeah, 2 volunteers. Who wants to go to the forest?
Don't let the RPG go. You need it.
Who else?
Alpha 3, this is 10.
Yes, 3.
What's the situation?
Currently being surrounded by Abrams. infantry heavy to our north, and we're just trying to bait him into the tree line, get some RPG shots on him.
Copy. I appreciate you doing this.
Sorry, say again your last?
I appreciate you doing this.
Hell yeah, fucking get some.
What a nice guy.
Alpha 10 is Vix 10. Can I get an update on Abrams' potential positions?
Copy. Abrams are right now around Lima 2 east side. We have one squad of infantry friendly inside Lima 2. Large concentration of enemy infantry north of Lima 2. I could use you around your phase 3 marker, preparing to defend toward the FOB.
Copy. Welcome.
Now, who are these wise guys? Is this Alpha 3 remnants?
Phase 4 now.
Copy that, Alpha 4.
Phase 4. Alpha 4, did you say Phase 4 at Highway?
That's correct, he is at Highway.
Okay.
Whale, Spear.
I'm on shortwave if you want to talk here, but I can talk on long range.
Alright, listen, I need to start prepping the M4 MSP. I need you to go there and start preparing to withdraw towards M5. What I want from you is a ticket count, and then we'll make a decision based on how long, or based on that, how long we can fight here, okay?
I gotcha. Are they allowed to just skip this objective?
No, but they're probably going to try a motor vehicle rush directly towards Objective 3 if they see us abandoning Objective 2.
Yeah, gotcha.
So what I'm doing is I'm getting a foot in the door right now.
Yeah. As defenders, we have been given just enough people to hold one objective at a time. We don't have enough people to hold two objectives. That's not the mission design. The mission designed, we have a wide area to fight over for each objective. It's not like we're being particularly restrictive. And if the enemy wanted to, they can take every single element they have and drive it up the edge of the map and go to this dot and say we win, but that would be pretty lame. I think their objective is to take over the area in force by killing most of us and removing our ability to reinforce these areas instead of just getting to Objective 3 and raising a flag. So I'm pretty sure they're not going to skip this objective, and I think it's a mistake to have people at Objective 3. They have to come to us. We have all the time in the world and a main base right behind the highway. But if Alpha 4 wants to dig some trenches ahead of time, I won't blame them. We have 31 tickets remaining.
Okay. Okay.
You can put it in one of your ears so you know when I'm talking to shortwave if you like.
Yeah, I have it in one of my ears, and I'm just fucking confused as hell right now. I am a mess.
What you have in your ear is a plug.
Yeah, I could put plugs elsewhere too.
Okay, Severe.
Alpha 10, this is Alpha 3. Be advised, we're in close contact inside of our position. 1 times enemy squad on our old position. We are going to fight to the last here, because we cannot exfil.
Copy that. Continue delaying the enemy.
And Alpha 3 is around Lima 2, correct?
Victor 10, what's your position?
Sorry.
Yes.
I want to talk to Severe. I want to give him some sage advice here. But long range is suddenly busy again after being quiet for 5 minutes. Fuck.
We are on the northern side of the road.
Okay, between you and me, Severe, Alpha 3 is out there still fighting. Alpha 4 is falling back, and Alpha 2 and Alpha 1 are hanging around here. You can hold this FOB. They're not going to be allowed to skip it. You have a good amount of tickets to work with, and we've run down the clock quite a bit. We're doing very well. 3 just called.
This is 10.
Be advised, 10, 1 times EI squad inside Lima 2, as well as more incoming from the west of Lima 2 at this time.
Copy that. Continue delaying the enemy. Serving the Soviet Union.
Copy, we'll go.
How does Alpha 2 get back across this bridge? They hopefully know to go on the lowland. But do they have a route to it, east? Yeah, I'm gonna hope they do. And I'll make sure to explicitly instruct them not to run back across the fucking bridge. What else do they need? I don't know.
Scots map, komen van map,
Alpha 10, this is Alpha 1.
Wait one. Send it Alpha 1.
We believe we've spotted smoke at Hotel A. They might be inside of their crossing.
Alpha 10 is currently taking fire at Alpha 2 position 3 from the west.
Jeez, that's a
All
GMG.
Alpha, strong attack on FOB 2 from the west.
Me saatiin rengastua lisää heitä.
Kuitti. Tule alueelle Jänkki 1. Minä alan tällä objektiivi 2 Bobilla, otan just granaattikonektorin tulla.
Kuitti, me ollaan itekin Jänkki 1 siis nyt.
Kuitti, mä en pysty irtautumaan tästä tällä hetkellä.
Kuitti, me katsotaan kun se on tuulta.
Oh yeah, Severe's getting lit up.
All alphas inbound attack on objective 2 from the west side towards Hotel 9.
We got an attack coming towards here from Hotel 9
Alpha
west,
1,
soon.
10.
Hi, hello.
Alpha 1.
Be prepared to receive enemy along the southwest side of the
Attack's
map.
coming in soon, west.
Understood, we're watching.
Yeah, we sort of noted.
Sure, there's an MSP just east of the objective 2 dot that has a ton of ammo, medical, weapons, RPGs.
Yeah, we're pretty good. We're mostly resupplied as far as now.
Okay, I'll be here with you for a bit.
We should be fine.
Platoon lead, be advised, this is Victor 1. I am currently at Yankee 2 looking west towards objective 2 to support you. Please advise on enemy position if the side over.
Enemy positions, Lima 2, Lima 3, Lima 4, and anything north of that.
Good copy, understood. Full support.
Lorraine is occluding the distant audio of armored contact. They are somewhere out there. I don't know if they're posturing in the forest
This is Tango
west,
for whichever Victor is standing close to uniform 9.
but I'm pretty sure they're mostly north of the highway for now.
This is Victor, got in contact with infantry, trucks and Humvees to our west. We're harassing them, living in Oscar 6.
Copy.
Alpha 15 has enemy M113 audio in the forest around Hotel 9.
Alpha 2 has suffered a mass cast on Alpha 2 position 3 from enemy grenade machine gun fire from the west.
Massive enemy howitzer smoke. Break. Massive enemy howitzer smoke just landed on objective proper. They are coming in west now. Over.
Copy. Western attack onto objective 2.
There's so much howitzer smoke that none of it works. Nice job, dipshit. The particles aren't rendering, you little fucker. Gonna get my head blown off by 50 cal.
What infantry do we still have left north of the objective?
So this is from just Alpha Rifleman, Alpha 2 Rifleman. We are just completely wiped in our position.
Alpha 2, you gotta scrape what you can off the ground and get it south. Use the low ground, don't go across the bridge, over.
Alright, just go retreat south.
Yep.
This Alpha 1, do we have any infantry on the objective itself in that case? If the enemy push from the north, is there anyone to stop them?
Negative. Alpha 1, you're the only squad there currently.
Copy, I'm gonna send half my guys to watch the highway so they don't make a bum rush through it.
1, this is Platoon Sergeant. Recommend you get him to A3 Phase 3. There's nobody here and we need coverage west.
Copy.
Onko tosiaan lisäohjeita mihin on otettu asemoituu?
Asemoidu niin,
Victor
että
10 Tango, be advised, 1 Tango battle will deploy on your right hand flank.
Tango.
Missä kohtaa vihollisen lintulinja menee?
M3, Lima 3.
Aim high, meters.
Well, move the MSP to Mike 5.
Are you sure?
Yes, we only have one squad at objective.
Copy. Hey, do you guys have an RPG? Come here. Somebody needs to pick up this RPG-26 off the ground. There might be M113s pushing along that road. This road, right here. Take this RPG-26 and use it.
Thank you.
This Alpha 1, I've sent some of my guys over towards Alpha 3, position 3, but we're pretty thin. If they assault, we're not going to be able to stop it.
Copy. Then you delay, and then you fall back immediately to your next phase.
Copy.
This is okay. If we're only providing a little bit of a defense on Objective 2 FOB, so be it. In the end, it's better to hold at the final objective.
There's a ton of engine noise at like Mike 3, A4, P3, that area.
Copy. Victor, be advised, enemy mechanized assault potentially coming from Mike 3.
Maybe they're going to hug the edge of the map.
Did Victor's copy?
One, send again.
Enemy mechanized assault coming from Hotel 9, Alpha 4, Phase 3.
Get that BTR ready, they're coming! West! M113's coming in! Northwest!
Alpha 1, we have 113 audio in the Mike 3 area.
Scots, Luis. Yes, kuuluu.
This is Yankee 1, we are maneuvering to Mike 4 to support fire against Mike 3.
Missä päin olette? Mä oon vissiin jossain Mike 4 respawannut. Kuitti, tule suoraan southeastiin semmoinen 100 metriä. Ollaan tässä mettän laidassa. Kuitti.
$20 tickets remain.
Alpha 1, this is Sandy Reed.
Scots, Lewis,
Correct east.
sulle mikä meidän rajoitti? Tovi, selvisit sä
Victor 10, enemy infantry, uniform 9.
Toista viimeinen.
Uniform 9. Way north. Way north.
Silloin kun minä kuolin. Kyllä tästä eka singosta se ei vaurioittanut vaunun, sen jälkeen tuli vielä vaunun tykistä.
Crunch.
Mä kuolin,
Direct east of the road. Who's this guy?
Sama.
Alpha 1, start slowly falling back towards Yankee.
You spotting?
Nope.
Enemy's about to make a massed assault from M3 to M4. They're coming in from like the west forest, and they're probably going to hug the south side of the map with a bunch of M13s. Alpha 1's there to defend, but they only got like 9 guys. This Victor should really move up and cover the south side of the map if it's not already doing it. I gotcha.
Holding at Alpha 3, position 3.
Copy that. A2, start falling back to your phase 4 position.
No, mä pystyn melkein lyömään tuon phase 4 tästä kohtaan.
Alpha 10, Alpha 3.
Stand there.
Back in the fight.
Ow.
Phase 3 positions taking it time now.
Uh-oh. If you can hear me, the connection's kind of crapping out. It's my internet, it's not the server. It is coming back and going away. Hopefully it doesn't disconnect me. I'm gonna hold here for a second. Junos.
We're abandoning the second objective.
My connection is failing. If I disconnect, the MSP is east of you in the forest edge. Copy?
East from you.
At the edge of the forest. I'm holding here until I think my connection's fine again. I think we're good. Okay, it's fine. I'm moving out. Sorry about that. If anyone's in the FOB objective, you can temporarily deploy that MSP that's on the rocks, and I'll tell you when to undeploy it. But the next respawn wave is not for another 10 minutes. Out.
Alpha 1, this is 3.
Alpha 1.
Need a medic?
Unknown.
Let's get you guys out of there. Alpha 3, short defense at Mike 4 East. Everybody else goes back to phase 4.
3 copies.
I would have liked to hold longer at the FOB. That objective 2 FOB, it's not great, but the tanks can't like so easily help.
Assume he does.
Short sightlines are short on the FOB and west of it, and the tanks just don't have a great way to help it cleanly, you know?
No, let's not. You're probably going to get killed at Hotel 9.
Copy.
Whoa, there, Nelly, whoa.
This is platoon. All elements fall back to phase 4 positions. All elements fall back to phase 4 positions. Alpha 3, short defense, Mike 4 east in the trees.
Copy, we're pulling off, we're moving their time now.
I don't think there's any reason to make the boys walk further than they have to. I like the road access though. Let's check the sightline, see if I'll get flanked here. Not really. Just leave the MSP in the... I can move it a little closer. Maybe I can move it back to a safer spot later.
Victor 1 is... Victor 1 platoon.
Send it.
Victor 1 is withdrawing via Mike 4 at this time. Be advised, enemies are still pushing objective 2 from west.
Hey, Mr. Nobody, how you doing?
Copy.
Anzu. Anzu's being a good mod, I guess. Like, this is a real stream, please. This is a recording with chat.
Ottakaa pojat irti tänne vaiheen 4 puolelle kanssa. Ottakaa vaikka sit Mike 4 itä metsän reunasta, niin asemia, jos pystytte tukemaan sitä omien irtautumista.
Me ollaan tällä hetkellä Mike, meillä on itämetässä tällä hetkellä, kyllä.
Okei, vitu hyvä.
Okay, boys, you're gonna be listening to the trench digging for the next 3 or 4 minutes, so sit tight.
Tango, 10.
Go for Tango.
Situation and position, please.
We are 2 people strong. We are just north of Echo 1, between Echo 1 and Echo 2. We are trying to mount up or mount positions and look west, over.
Copy. You could try the roof of the tall building in Echo 1.
Copy.
That's actually what I'm doing right now, Secondary. This BMP is going to have a trench in front of it, and the enemy... maybe the enemy will think this is like a BMP position instead of a fucking truck.
Be advised, we have friendly BTR burning around...
Mr. Nobody says, tried to play Arma 3, but haven't really liked it till 100%. I don't know what you mean by that. Could you explain further, Mr. Nobody? Yeah, you know, unless they squint, Secondary, all they're gonna see is a BTR turret and they're gonna freak out.
Infantry 300 meters east, Lima 3.
They are encircling objective 2. They're trying to come in north and west simultaneously. The north is taking its sweet time, and the platoon that's coming in west, which I suspect is the mechanized platoon, is ready to go. So I don't know if they're attacking yet, but the mechanized platoon is waiting there a while and they're going to get impatient.
10-3.
10.
We are occupying the tree line to the east of Mike 4. We're going to dig in and hold that short defense here.
Copy.
Abrams North. Abrams North.
Was that Junos?
Irti. Irtartaa.
They got enemy tanks north of the objective.
Enemy Abrams spotted, moving down the MSR A661 east from Bob 2.
Is that Abrams skipping objective 2?
Enemy Hail Mary coming down A661 highway. Tanks to can respond.
This is Victor 1, I believe we are the last remaining tank. We rearm quickly, we will do so and respond.
Copy. Friendly infantry.
Watch the speed bump.
Objective highway, get your RPGs pointed north.
Okay, you can refuel and repair, but rearm doesn't work, as far as I know.
Rearm's broken.
If the rearm's broken, you might need to go get the last tank by teleporting back to base. Sorry.
We lost the BTR east of Mike 4. We have an Abrams pushing from objective FOB, and an Abrams to the north of Yankee 1. Some direction.
Mr. Nobody says, played on a server, very serious, big operations, but it's too much to learn, that's the problem. There is a lot to it. My recommendation, Mr. Nobody, is simply to take it slow. You gotta learn the vanilla controls first, that means going on like a King of the Hill server and shooting some bitches. Then you gotta learn the ace controls, and that can be on your own. They also have a web page which helps. It's not much, just mostly medical, a little bit of map stuff. And then you jump into an operation with a unit that's willing to teach. Personally, I like teaching people the game, so if you ever want to stop by in my DMs on Discord or Twitch, I'll try and help. I do run our operations, and you're welcome to use the ! hideout command, which will tell you more about them.
Enemy Abrams to the west of you on the edge of the field, or the east side of that field.
No, they're in that one. We're 50 meters from us, they're in Yankee 6. Abrams, Yankee 6.
Oh, copy.
We have a fucking Abrams, Yankee 6 west.
Abrams, Yankee 6 west. Did you copy, Victor?
It's 1 copy.
Oh, Yankee 6! What? They had a tank almost run over where UNOS was. Oh, damn, the tanks are just passing us. Hey, yo, the enemy tanks are hugging the south side of the map. Are they lost, fam? They're coming out. They're coming straight to the highway objective to raise them hell. I better dig this trench faster. Classic super flank.
ilmeisesti.
Ten-3.
10.
We're getting surrounded by enemies. Do you want us pulling back? We're holding here.
Where are you?
I'm still in and around the tree line between Yankee 3 and Mike 4. That field there at 173091.
I need you falling back towards the objective.
Copy, heard.
Alpha 10, Tango 1.
Alpha 10.
One hit, one enemy Abrams in the turret, he's backed off. Enemy is moving from the Victor Tango independent action marker towards Yankee 2, over.
Copy.
A10-2.
A10.
Alpha 2 has engaged enemies north-northwest of Alpha 2 position 4.
Copy that.
Shortwave. 5 tickets remain.
Copy.
Alpha 10, Alpha 1.
Alpha 10.
Abrams currently pushing Yankee 6. We don't have anti-tank.
Copy, Victor. Did you copy? Yankee 6, Abrams.
Yeah, Victor copies, Yankee 6, enemy Abrams. Can we get an exact reference for it? We are southeast Yankee 6, 300 meters. Can we get a grid reference of it?
He's just moving constantly. Yankee 6 is knocking down the trees within 75 meters of Yankee 6, west side, northwest.
Good copy, thank you.
Northwest, Yankee 6, 50 meters. In the tree line.
Good copy, thank you. We will attempt to flank.
Earth is facing east.
Will be marked with red smoke shortly.
Vehicle is mobile, is moving away northwest.
Red smoke going up. It's Yankee 5 south, like 100.
Hello, respawns. Don't go anywhere.
Tango, give me a
Hold
report.
on, hold on. Don't run off. Don't run off. Hold here. Don't run off.
Tango, this is Alpha 10.
Go for Tango.
Get some extra ammo out of the MSP. There's a little bit left. Scrape it all clean.
Victor, the Abrams is on road, Yankee 5, Yankee 7.
Extra ammo out of the MSP. Shortly, all elements will be moving to their phase 4 positions. Be advised. Enemy tanks as far, or rather as close as Yankee 5 to Yankee 6. They're pushing in west. What's up?
We're 2 men from Tango here. We're gonna go get a new coordinate. Do you want us anywhere specific?
I will ask. Severe shortwave urgent.
Victor, this is 3.
We got maybe 20 respawns and a tango element here ready to be repositioned. You want them all moving to phase 4?
Yes.
Okay, everyone is going to phase 4. If you got rearmed, if you got some ammo, go to your phase 4 positions. There are tanks at Yankee 5, Yankee 6 area, and Yankee 4 area. Lots of tanks coming in west. Get it done, boys. Any questions? I'm going to be here digging this trench.
Victor, good job. You've disabled that enemy. Withdraw.
Oh, and if you need to teleport back to base to get the last BTRs, do that now. You can ace interact with the MSP and teleport all the way back to base and pick up a fresh BTR if your squad needs it. This is the last objective, so use every asset we have.
Around us, so we may have killed one of you with the pressure. Revise a possible casualty on Victor's previous location.
Acceptable losses.
Tango, so you have enemy on Yankee 4?
East just.
Enemy on Echo 1.
Copy, enemy on Echo 1. Alpha 4, this is 10. Alpha 4, this is 10.
Alpha 4.
What is your position on your port?
Alpha 4 holding.
You could go back and get a fresh BTR.
Echo 5. Fire.
Copy.
I don't know if the BTR is gonna help us anymore because 2 times the tank shot us dead while we were with the BTR.
I think Victor is getting one more tank up and they're still full strength. They've used their last tanks, but there should be 2 T-80s around here helping. Tango is half strength. One of them is getting their new launcher right now. So those tanks will start popping soon. The Abrams will start popping again. And those BTRs are going to help when the infantry show up sooner after. It's up to you.
Yeah. So if I go, how can I teleport to get the BTR?
Sure. You go to the MSP, that truck. You ace interact with your Windows key, and you teleport back to main base. Use the flagpole to get a BTR.
Copy that.
Yeah, you'll ace interact on the flagpole that you see.
Catch you in the debrief.
Sure thing. Rearm and refuel here. Or rather, repair and refuel. No rearm. No rearm.
Yeah, we're gonna see. Yeah, we're gonna see if this is better.
Sure thing. Just don't damage my MSP.
No, we're not gonna touch things. Not without permission.
Yeah, this is 3.
This is 10.
Managed to pull back to A3P4, taking in time now.
Copy.
Okay, Cody, let's see if that works.
I think this is the closest I can get.
Yeah, I don't get it close.
Oh, Jesus. Tiffler says, this op went, quote, fucking horribly. Not glad to have joined in. I thought you guys were having a good time, at least during phase 1. Fuck. I wish I didn't have to babysit this MSP the whole time so I could come and help you guys have a better time. I know Alpha 3 and Alpha 1 both got a lot of kills and have been falling back consistently. Alpha 3 got wiped once, but as far as I know, they've had consistent contact and had a good time. So I'm sorry to hear you're not enjoying your time here, Tifflar. That's unfortunate, especially because we had some guests from Beagle Rush's group that I invited, and I hoped that they would have had a good time. I suppose it doesn't help in the end that Kamix had to crash. Not his fault. Can't control that. I hope ET Blast the 2IC took control and was effective, but you never know.
Sounds like they're pushing towards Yankee 5.
I know Alpha 2 is killing bitches in the first phase, so I hope you had at least some fun during the first phase. Oh, this trench is done. My magnificence. Wait.
Alpha 1, this is 10.
No! The server crashed! I just finished my trench. It took 5 minutes. Oh no, it's more. It took like 550 seconds. Not even. Oh. Oh, that's almost 10 minutes of digging. Fuck! Please, server, come back. No! My trench!
What the hell?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just finished a trench. It took me 12 minutes. Fuck.
That's a fucking sad moment. That was going so well.
Defenders win. Big W for defenders.
That was not a big W for defenders. You guys got fucked.
You guys got fucked. We still had like 1 ticket.
You guys were getting fucked.
Yeah, and it took you guys forever. There's a time limit, you know. Check your watch. Little goofball. All right. Well, the op was so close to concluding. The op is so close to being over. I don't think they're gonna restart.
Sure. That's what they all say.
Well, you guys, all you little rat guys spending 12 minutes on trenches, we're having fun pissing about, having a dick measuring contest. Yeah.
Better fucking do it! Kiss me on the mouth!
We're just better than you guys. Way.
Built different. Go to your individual unit channels, you fucking goofballs. Get out of here.
Bill incorrectly.
I heard some people had a good time and some people didn't. So what do you guys think?
It did feel pretty uncoordinated. It did feel uncoordinated, that is true.
I wish I could have been there to help you guys a little more, but I had to keep the MSP alive. MSP didn't die once.
Yeah,
but
we get it.
The boys died a lot.
I think I shot an EI once, and then the rest of the time was just being blown up by indirect fire and vehicles.
Yeah.
Did you guys build the double trench?
I didn't shoot anything.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
The double trench helped
got
us, some of
absolutely
us.
fucked up at objective 3. Phase 3. By an autocannon from something. We just our entire squad died in like 2 seconds.
The double trench saved me there, actually. But
Yeah, I was away doing the scouting, and I survived that. I just saw the entire hilltop get lit up, and everyone was dead.
You guys did stand on top of those rocks, but you wanted to see some contact. You're hungry. I get that. But you were on top of the rocks.
Any mode.
The first position I actually thought was pretty effective. Once after the initial artillery barrage, it felt like we did some damage from there.
I'm extremely sorry everybody, but due to the timing reasons we aren't going to continue the mission, but we are going to move to the debriefing phase after 5 minutes of break time.
Okay, so for those curious whether you should stick around for debrief or not, they get pretty in-depth. It can help your strategic or higher Arma gameplay. Though if you're just a GI, you could give some feedback, but it's mostly going to be up to the squad leads plus. They have a very sophisticated piece of after-action software called the AFI AAR that they will be linking to everyone soon. You can use it to replay the operation, every movement, every smoke grenade, every shot, every time someone was injured or healed, as you like. Like you can just scrub around and view everything as if it was on map. It's very nice. It's very sophisticated. So if you stick around, you'll get some of that, and if you have to go, no offense at all. I'll see you guys another time.
Winner?
What was that?
Did they declare a winner?
I mean, it's not that important to me, but I think they wouldn't because the server went down. I think everyone would scream if they declared a winner. Who was winning? We were on the 3rd objective, so 1/3, and we had like maybe 1/8 of the duration of the operation left. I would say we were winning. I would also say we did much better than I expected, and that's, I think, Alpha 1 and Alpha 3 and you guys just disabled a lot of Abrams, more than we ever expected, and that helped a lot.
Do we ever even encounter an Abrams that wasn't from like the other side of a field and completely untouchable?
I saw one. I never even shot a single lat tube during the op.
We got some MO3s. The BTR was effective early, and then I shot at an Abrams after it wiped half the squad at P3, but I don't think I hit it.
So just quick pieces of feedback. Do you guys have anything you'd like to say it went great or not so great. In a few minutes, they're going to take us up to Alpha 10 channel Op 4, and we're going to do a side debrief. And after that, they take everyone up to, I don't know which channel they'll say, and they do an everyone debrief. But for now, is there any quick feedback you guys have for Kamix or for your other teammates? Because I would say, before we even start, you guys got blown up by artillery for that second phase, right? When you were on the rocks at the end of the bridge?
No, that was an autocannon.
No, we got blown up by an autocannon.
You got blown up by a GMG.
Autocannon with mortars.
Yeah, it was a GMG.
Maybe
They don't have autocannons.
There was a GMG, yeah.
Yeah, it was GMG guns.
There was just one of them in the op, so it's a little unfortunate that it met you guys like that.
Yeah, we figured it was somewhere to the west, but we couldn't really get a shot on it by the time it was tearing into the whole position.
TFAR, if you have TFAR enabled right now on the server disconnect, because the issues earlier, you might have a bunch of people local muted, just make sure they're unmuted.
I would say one thing that did go pretty well is when we retreated, we tended to actually retreat pretty effectively. That wasn't always the case when we were static or advancing, but a lot of the retreats I found, people were good at keeping track of their color teams.
Oh, one thing I will say is that the first time we were wiped, we ran directly into an enemy squad, but we were also just completely lit up by a friendly position.
Really?
I think so, because there was shots coming from our lines. We were like everyone else had retreated. We were the only ones still up there, and from where we were supposed to retreat, we were just lit up by something from our rear while we were engaging the squad that was that was on top of us.
Oh well, same the AAR.
Yeah, I am very interested to see what the hell that was. I think it was friendly, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly,
I think we just got unlucky, but because we were calling like contacts to our north, and
honestly,
when we were
for
pulling
a lot
back,
of the op, we were. It felt like we were basically just behind their lines. Like we were the only ones still holding, and everyone else had everyone else had retreated past us.
Well, if you suspect there's enemy that has passed you and you could effectively engage them from the rear, all you have to do is check in with platoon and ask. There's a lot of individual initiative, and an operational
Yeah.
platoon is already managing 4 alpha elements, 2 tango elements,
Yeah, I feel like
and 2
like there
victors.
were multiple opportunities we could have done that, and we didn't.
Doing so might have gotten you guys killed, but usually if you flank somebody and engage them from the rear, you're not going to have to so much worry about distant GMGs, artillery strikes. You just have to worry about getting in there and killing people that might outnumber you a little bit. And probably dying doing so, but I would say...
Yeah, especially in that first position, there was enemies who just completely walked by us and we could have flanked them, but we retreated instead.
I would say Severe also made it clear on platoon net to Kamix that you could wait and have the enemy pass you, and then flank them. I don't think the flanking thing ended up happening, which is okay.
No, it never did.
It's okay for me because by the end of the operation, we had 0 tickets by the time of the disconnect, and if you guys had gone and blown yourselves up doing that, you might get some kills. But most of this is about delaying the enemy because they have more tickets than us and more firepower. So it depends on how much time rather, you flanking them would have bought compared to the tickets it cost, which would have been 8 probably, your lives.
I don't think we didn't do a lot of flanking, but I think we did do good delaying action between the first and second position, kind of probing out at certain points, hit and run a little bit, and I thought that was effective.
Yeah, it just kind of really everything entangled in that mess was the second phase. Yeah,
we really couldn't regroup after we fell back from phase 1. It was probably the hardest part. And then once we were regrouped, we had already set up, and then enemies had pushed past us.
Yeah, there was a little bit of piecemeal retreating. Alpha 3 wasn't really close to you guys in phase 2. There's like, there's contact east. They moved out. You guys arrived in phase 2. I did dig I dug trenches there for you ahead of time, but you guys held a little further back than that, and it was okay. But I don't know if you were able to effectively engage anything from there. Either way,
We pushed into those trenches. Then immediately there were enemies. We had to fall back.
Yeah, you had to
ran
be on
into
those
another
trenches and ready to
enemy
rebuke
squad.
enemies. I think you guys holding behind them for a bit and digging some
Okay,
trenches
everybody,
facing west.
let's move to the debriefing phase. Let's do 5 minutes to squad level briefing, 5 minutes to platoon, and after that, let's regroup at the Blue Fort channel for a final discussion.
Okay. Well, if you guys don't have the AAR software yet, I can try to get you the link. I don't know where it is though. But if you look at my stream, I have it up here at least.
Yeah, I would definitely like to look at it.
I will simply raid whale.
I have to.
So yeah, Kamix is the Alpha 2 squad lead is teal, and I'm orange, and I'm gonna start replaying it now.
What's your Twitch?
Whale_stream.
Thank you.
So at first, the Blue 4 recon element did make a feint on the west, which I'm glad both Sphere and I assumed was just a feint. They got the shit artillery out of them. Thank you, Banzer. They got the shit artillery out of them. I think we maybe used too many mortars on that, considering we ran out of mortars after the first phase. And then, as we predicted, the enemy moved up and dismounted a little deeper than we thought. They moved into TRP-1. Our mortars started splashing directly on them. Amazing. And it looks like it killed an entire squad. Great. The Abrams were poking along the highway, trying to establish contact, and then spreading out along the forest to support their infantry movements. And at that point, the entire Blue 4 company, minus that dead squad, is now set up, mostly engaging Alpha 1 on the east side. They were taking some pokes at you guys, but it seems like they were scared of TRP-1 because of all those mortars that splashed, and slowly they started creeping up towards Oscar 1, engaging mostly the squad that was east of you guys, Alpha 2. So there's some fighting going on there. One of the vehicles, our friendly tank, had moved up to support in that sector. One of the forward Abrams for Blue 4 got tracked, and it was sitting there for a bit. Very, very slowly. This is the Cadians. They were moving up just east of you, slowly flanking. And Lurch and Alpha 3 got unconned and then dragged back and then died. Alpha 3 was headless for a bit. That's probably why they fell back haphazardly. And then that's when the Cadians were engaging you guys eastwards. Blue 4 got their tank column working again on the east side. The full company was again resuming movement south of east. This is at this point 30 minutes into the active operation, so they were taking their sweet time and we were holding them back pretty well. Alpha 1 had fallen back to pretty much the Alpha 3 Phase 2 defensive position, and our two tanks moved out towards where MSP used to be at Oscar 4 to sit there for a bit, to do something. It looks like they eventually moved up and established contact with the enemy northeast, while you guys were close with some respawns from the Cadian, taking pokes along that TRP-1.
If you're an Op 4, go ahead and jump into the Alpha 10 Op 4 channel.
Okay, I can't shoutcast the rest of this. We got to jump up to Alpha 10 channel if you want to continue debriefing, boys. I'll replay it silently, though, on the stream.
Yeah, that's Wales. Bourbon.
Okay, so, first of all, thank you for participating. It's a shame that, again, the event ends the way it does, but this time we have definitive proof of the technical cause behind it, and it is that we are coming under a denial of service attack. Someone really doesn't want us to have fun, which is a shame. But there's a few things we can expect it to be related to, timing-wise, but that's up to the rest of the guys to figure out. But at this point, in regards to the game itself, I want to say that I'm very pleased with the way the platoon operated in the terrain that we were given against a superior enemy. Particularly, I want to extend thanks to Victor 10 and his crew, as well as Victor 1 and the missile crews. And I want to say that every individual infantryman performed to standard today. It was expected based on who I was playing with, but you guys are the cream of the crop of the infantry fighters at this community. And it was a pleasure fighting with you, and particularly at that first phase.
Okay, Blue 4, let's regroup to the Blue 4 channel for the side debriefing.
So, particularly at that first phase, it was a privilege and a pleasure to watch you work. There was no point in time where I felt like there was a significant loss of control up until the end at phase 3, where we sustained some pretty significant casualties from a Mark 19. Had the game continued, there is a probability that we could have thrown the enemy back, but unfortunately this movie ends on a cliffhanger, so we'll never be able to tell. But I hope you had fun. I certainly did. At this point, from order Alpha 1 through Alpha 4, then Victor, then Tango. If you guys want to speak, Alpha 1, you have the floor.
Not much to say. We enjoyed it. It does feel like we took away over half of all the artillery fire during the entire mission. We were constantly being hit by it. So I'm not sure how many rounds they had, but they sure used them. So it was a bit of a... We had a great fun in the first half, but the second half we had a bit of trouble because of the constant artillery fire. But comms were good. Plan in general was good. We were not too pleased with our position for Objective 2, but there really wasn't that much to work with anyway. Not much else to say really. I felt like we did well for the task we had, and I feel it would have been quite a close game had it been able to continue.
I'd like to add that phase 1 went extremely well, I would say, for us as a team. Yeah, for Alpha 1 in particular, and like the whole team in general, I would say.
That's it for Alpha 1.
Alpha 2?
Yeah, I was, as like others, I was happy with phase 1. I think that went extremely well. Was when we started retreating to phase 2, I was unaware how far the enemy had penetrated, so we kind of got harassed from the side and flank. It kind of unraveled the position phase 2 for us, because we got surrounded and wiped out, which was unfortunate. I think it mostly went well, apart from that.
Okay, Alpha 3.
The one guy at Objective 2? What do you mean?
Alpha 4.
Yeah, Alpha 4 here. I mean, despite the high praise of Alpha 10, I have to say we...
Gaming God. And yeah, I think I have a lot of people local muted. Thank you for the reminder, Ben. Sorry, I gotta fix that.
Reconnaissance elements, which, you know, with the full squad, big surprise. After that, during phase 2, we were ordered to do a flank on the enemy's rear. Our driver drove us a bit further away, putting us in the middle of the enemies, and we suffered half a squad of casualties in a matter of minutes, making that exercise pointless. We managed to extract the vehicle at least. So, small confirming that. But I won't blame the driver. I'm the one who has been complaining FI that we have GPSs in retro vehicles when they should not. So, it's coming to bite me on my insistence that the drivers don't know where they are driving. At phase 4, phase 3, we were covering the extreme west flank, and we had eyes to the incoming enemies until our lead patrol somehow thought that the enemy had flanked outside of the game area bounds with their vehicle, which was our own tank, and them going to confirm that, open up the flank, which is exactly the moment when the enemy squad sneaked on our faces and slaughtered our entire squad. Once again, us doing nothing for the entire platoon, and of course phase 4 never happened. So yeah, F4 kind of sat this mission out, but that's partly due to chance and...
Holy shit, catnap, nice!
Field was kind of on point. Then we walked into our artillery zones quite nicely, but I heard on the radio.
Okay. Victor.
Yeah, Victor 10. Concur about the good communication. I think there's excellent communication most of the time. Pretty much knew where we needed to be because of updates on where Abrams were, so thank you to everyone for that. And going in, we knew it was going to be difficult, at least with the TATs up against the M1A1s. It's not really, I'll say unfair, but it's not meant to be, but it's a difficult matchup, and it showed. Not even just frontally not being able to do any damage, but even actually getting these flanking shots on the side, which you expect me to do something, sometimes didn't really do as much as it maybe should have, and led to we're doing minor damage to their tanks and maybe not enough to really push the mission forward. But we did what we could really. At the end of the day, could have been a bit more aggressive at certain points, a bit more cautious at others. But yeah, thank you to everyone for the good communication. I think we did what we could. Phase 1 went especially well for us, so thank you to Alpha 3, called us into, walked us into position. That was very nice.
Hell yeah.
Victor 1, do you have anything to say?
No, generally for us actually Victor 1 had a terrible first phase but picked up in the second, so I guess we picked up the slack where Victor 10 struggled maybe later on, but generally just, yeah, the fact that we had good intel flow most of the time was really important to us. And I'm just going to brag on it again, but there's that 1HE frag shot that I think stopped their assault briefly into Objective 2 around like 2 hours 14 seconds, and that was because 14 minutes, and that's just because of good intel, like people telling us where the enemy are and us being able to put shells into, like those two things are directly tied together. So always give as much as you can to the tanks in terms of comms. Thank you, infantry.
Tango.
We felt like we didn't participate. I can't speak. We felt that we didn't participate that much. We mostly on a flank and tried to cover it. We got a kill on a Humvee and then a few shots on the Abrams, but the terrain didn't really make us usable most of the time, which was sad. But during the latter part, we were expecting it to be easier, but it actually proved harder due to all the I think it's structures to hang up vines or something, but they just detonated the ATGMs instantly or ripped the cables when they went behind them. So we had a bit of a problem there. But we did get some good shots on both infantry Humvees and M1 Abrams, although we did feel like it might have actually been more useful to have maybe one vehicle mounted ATGM or even a SPG-9. Or both mounted on a vehicle, just to make it faster to move around and faster to get into position and bug out. Because the use of the infantry mounted anti-tank missiles it took too much time to move around and set up and get down again.
Yeah, I understand.
Other than that, it was a fun game. I'm extremely bummed out that the game ended when it did. I was the last one on a roof on Echo 1 and had a complete enemy squad underneath me, and they tried to kill me, but then the game stopped. So, yeah. Well.
Okay. Is there anybody here who would like to have a word before we move to global brief?
Yeah, I don't know if I want to have a long speech, but I just want to say that it seems that I ran out of HA frags quite quickly, and yeah, sorry for not having enough fire support for everyone.
I think if we would have offset with BMP2s, this would have been a lot closer of a fight. We probably still would have been in the P1 area. But it would have been nice to have, like you were saying, there would have been nice to have like 1 or 2 vehicles with vehicle-mounted ATGMs or something, just to maneuver it on quick.
Same time though, they had so much trouble already. If we had that, they probably, you know, all in all, it felt we did have pretty balanced, isn't it? We ran out of tickets just then, but I'm guessing they didn't have much left either. And then we were, what, 2.5 hours?
Yeah, they had 50
really?
tickets. 150 tickets, I mean.
Yeah, at start. He means at start they had 140 tickets, actually.
Okay.
140 tickets.
I thought you meant that's 50 tickets at the end. Fucking hell.
How many tickets did they have at the end?
No, I don't.
We don't know yet.
Actually.
We'll ask them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I learned that crash barriers in thin corrugated plate blocks shots from anti-tank tank barrels.
Of
So
course
next
they do.
time a tank is shooting at you, stand in the middle on the highway. You'll be safe.
I learned that 4 RPG-7s is what
Okay,
takes to
everybody,
take down the M1A2.
let's move to the Blue Fort channel for final discussion on tonight's mission.
Alright, let's go.
Invade. Oh no, I dropped the cap.
Just because we're moving to the Blue Fort channel doesn't mean we're capitulating.
We won.
It's like counter to the counterattack.
Yes. Okay, let's do this so that Svir can begin his debriefing or discussion of tonight's mission. After that, Pepe can say what he's thinking. Svir, can you wrap this thing out? I got to go.
Okay. So I'll have a quick word. The up-4 positions at the initial battle area at Phase 1 were designed with an eastern axis in mind. We wanted to protect the highway. That's why we TRP'd it and defended it quite strongly compared to the west side. We didn't expect the enemy to make any sort of strong effort from the west and expected him to funnel through along the highway, which we then targeted with mortar fire. And that's largely what took place too. I felt like the best fight at this event was definitely at Phase 1. It was the best place for us to kind of stand and fight where the enemy's tanks and missile weapons weren't that effective. And it showed. We held there for a significant period of time. The rest of the plan was fairly, I would say compared to the first phase, the rest of the plan was pretty much poop. But that's because of me, not anybody else. The unfortunate reality is that Objective 2 became untenable because one of our squads was disappeared by a Mark 19. And then we had to fall back because of the lack of tickets to the last objective where we set up for a holdout. I do want to say that I felt like all 4 played to its strong points today. The squads were very reactive and also proactive in combat. The information was top-notch, the forward observation was top-notch. The use of tanks was good. Our tanks were worse than that of Blue 4, but I felt like they performed at some points better in the type of terrain that we were in because they're low profile. And even though we didn't really destroy a lot of Blue 4 tanks, the fact that our tanks consistently operated at their periphery, we were able to significantly slow down the Blue 4 attack. It is a shame the event ended the way it ended. We were ready to receive the enemy attack at the final objective, and we were confident that we could throw it back. But this movie ends with a cliffhanger, like I already said in the offer channel, and that honestly really disappoints me. Pepika, go ahead.
As well, I mostly agree with that. We in Blue 4, me and Firax basically knew that it was going to be hard at the first objective because, you know, well, lots of forest, mechanized company, bad idea. And then when we actually hit the obstacles, it was pretty hard to move on. But we tried to give you as much artillery as we had, so that we could push through there, because after that we wouldn't really need to use it. But in the end, when we managed to push, I actually got shot by a stray rocket, which was aimed at an Abrams, then flew over it and straight into my feet. So thank you for that. And after that, I got back for 15 minutes and lost my internet connection for 40 minutes. So yeah, in that time there was a huge clusterfuck. But then it began to show that there were many more of us, because well, we were in the actually well-defended positions that could be well defended. So there was not really room for do anything. On the tanks, Yes, I agree that sometimes the tanks of OP4 did more than our Abramses, but that is also due to the fact that I actually gave the Victors a priority to kill the enemy's T80s, just because, you know, defending OP4 has tanks, it's a bad thing. We want to move fast, so well, destroy the tanks. At the second objective, everything went for us pretty smoothly. At the end, there was some communication issues all the way. Some things were because of me, some things were because of, well, somebody didn't just answer. But in the end, we did well, not great or exemplary, just well. We did our mechanized, half mechanized company stuff that it is supposed to do. We played into the strengths that we could. The first objective was, well, just a meat grinder. After that, we could actually move and use the numerical superiority and superiority of our tanks. So yeah, that's all. That's about all. One more thing, that this mission was great, although I myself despise the kinds of missions where there's no room to maneuver. But me, a very good learning experience as well. Yeah, I think that concludes my view of the mission.
Okay. So, at this point, open floor.
I'm curious actually. The question for Blue 4 is that I think this is the first time where more than one person on a team has a fire support tablet, correct? So I was curious, how did you guys feel that worked? Was it difficult to coordinate, or was it effective that you didn't need to shout at Kilo when you wanted to shoot 2 rounds of HE at a guy? Do you feel it was more effective or just clumsy, difficult to coordinate?
I don't think any of the 7s are still left here. But at least from my perspective, not being in any of the platoons, it seemed to work pretty great, because there's a lot of artillery coming down and I heard very little calls for fire. So in that way it was nice, because the radio was mostly clear for actually important things.
Question for Op4. How effective were the tanks against the infantry? Because it was very, very hard for us to evaluate our effects from our position.
Was that Blue 4 tanks?
Yeah, Blue 4 tanks against Op4 infantry.
They were effective.
They were good at scaring us off of locations, but I mean...
Yeah, I would say that they were effective in,
depends
like
on
Dutch said, you forced us to take cover and forced us away, but I didn't see us take that many casualties from HE or NG fire.
I'll say this much, you bought your infantry enough space to maneuver onto other elements, because we couldn't necessarily hang out the tree line and look out in those directions with the fucking tanks surveying it, so good work on that for sure.
Yeah, this is up for Alpha 3. There's a lot of times we would be on a position, and basically, if that Abrams was front on with us, we had to displace.
We had the same thing in Alpha 1. In our phase 1, the first combat phase, we were actually very close to, and we knocked the Fury out. So we didn't take a lot of fire from tanks in that phase. We took surprisingly little fire from the tanks in that phase because we were busy firing at other guys.
Also, we were working quite hard to conserve ammunition.
Yeah, we guessed as much, but yeah, it became more of a... You weren't much a threat of us, but you were like a blocking force. Like, we had no trouble with the infantry. We had really good positions to fight them, but we had to abandon some of our better positions, because doing that would put us in front of the tanks, and because they had pushed on the road. So we lost some of our more... We had positions to kill a lot of infantry, but we had to abandon them because the tanks pushed forward close to us, and we ran out of AT. So had you not been there, even though we didn't take the fire directly from you, with you there, you saved a lot of your infantry from getting shot in the flank.
I'll also add that at the final phase, this is Op 4 A2. One of the tanks engaged Alpha 2 Op 4 with good effect and killed half the fire team or half the squad there and forced retreat.
Nice. Thanks for the feedback.
Perhaps some more HE in the beginning would have been good, but I mean, you
we did not have-
you had artillery that did the work for you. So.
Yeah.
I can say we didn't have HE. We only have MPAT and APF SDS, so we could only use our MGs against your infantry.
Oh, that makes sense then. How much tickets did Blue 4 have left in the end?
50, around 50.
You had 50 left.
Yeah, we had pretty much pretty high ticket rate at that point, because I think that between first and second objective we managed to lead you so much that we actually had the ticket advantage in the end.
I think about 70% of my squad's casualty throughout the game was artillery.
Yeah,
as it should be.
He died so much to artillery.
Yeah,
I think it was the same
one
for
thing
the rest of
about
our guys.
I want to say about the forward service, I personally would have liked to put all of my forward observers into the platoons so they could be used fast and spot on. But as I had 3, one was on Bravo, one was on Alpha, and one was with me, basically I didn't have any place to put him. So I just had this one dude with big guns that I could use to do something. So I just figured, okay, there might be enemies there, there's fire from there, okay, 10 rounds, fire.
Were they coordinating amongst themselves, or was it purely Alpha 7, Bravo 7, and Kilo 7 doing their own thing?
They were supposed to at first, but the problem is that there was this usually Alpha and Bravo were so caught in the fighting because you had so good positions that there was no really time to try to coordinate it. That's why I would like to put the K7 on either Alpha or Bravo, but then again I would be just dumping the problem to the platoons, not to have it with myself.
I mean, it makes sense to put the big guy with the big guns right next to the main effort. Say you have one mechanized, one motorized platoon.
Yeah.
Wherever you're going to put your main force, just put the big guns with them. But I don't know. It's a bit difficult because I can easily see how just having everything centralized is beneficial. But then again, I'm hugely a huge fan of just centralizing such things, which
me
in
myself
itself means that it's way more traffic than it needs to be.
Yeah, me myself, I prefer to decentralize those things because it makes the enemy's prediction of what's gonna happen next very difficult, and also for the company commander / anything up from there, it's way more easier. And also you can just you can make the so-called grander plan then. You don't have to think about where to shoot the artillery because, well, the platoon, he has the artillery and the squads. He can be like, okay, we're ready to advance, fire the artillery, go in, and there you have combined arms, and easily done.
Yeah,
that's why I like it. But when you put it to company level, there's gonna be a grander scale of combined arms, which myself I do not prefer, but is very effective sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it in at least 2 red line events.
Up for infantry. How did you find? I'm guessing most of you guys also dug a lot of trenches in unprepared positions for the artillery and such. How did you find that they put you against the bigger artillery?
3 here ate it pretty well actually on our side, but it never landed directly on top of us. But all the frag and shit that came out from it, it defended us perfectly fine against it. It was not really affecting us.
So I have some input on that as well. I had dug a fragmentation shelter for myself at the Oscar 2 Uniform 1 area, and as I was there, we got hit by howitzer fire, and I was fine, but my fires observer in the next foxhole started screaming, so I ran over and he was wounded. We bundled him into the BTR and then continued, so that it soaked up the howitzer hits very well, but I think why Jonas was wounded was the howitzer actually struck a tree and it exploded above our position and then rained fragmentation down into his shelter.
Okay, I'm guessing maybe we just got a bit unlucky then, because Alpha 1 had a lot of trouble with it. We did prepare like fragmentation defenses with our trenches, but I guess, I don't know, we suspect we still suffered a lot of casualties even when held down.
I mean, when we were blown up at first, like in phase 1, we weren't in our trenches.
No, we weren't in those
We're
trenches.
among
that
them.
one. Exactly, we weren't in that one. I just want to check, is there like a kill radius? So if the shell lands a meter away from your trench, will it just kill you anyway, or is it completely covered from the trench?
I don't know. I think if 150 lands within X amount of meters of you, you are dead.
I mean,
So
looking
that
at
would
the
explain
damage
some of it,
circles
but,
in Zeus, that would, like, it points to it being true, but it's difficult to check.
It's hard to tell because there's always little gaps here and there, so we could have just died from the fragmentation. But you know, it was a bit of a shame though. I personally at least really enjoyed the first half. The second half, it's just so much artillery and vehicles and really not a lot of infantry fighting. But I guess we were supposed to have that infantry right at the end when the server had crashed.
You can actually see in the AR, like, the first hour or so, it's very many blue names dying in the AR, and then after an hour, between 1 and 2 hours, it switches so that red force is dying a lot instead.
Yeah.
You can definitely see how the advantage went from upward to blue for during the game, just based on that. I think that's a lot of that is artillery, because there wasn't that heavy contact after the first hour. So yeah, artillery got a lot of kills this game.
The terrain got a lot more open towards the later half, less places to hide.
Oh, and the Arma is never complete without a flipping vehicle killing someone, so here's a clip of me getting killed by a flipping vehicle.
Yeah. But also back to the biggest problem for the Cornets team was our tires breaking. Because we drove into stuff.
You should
if you drove into
retake
the barriers or the small fences at like 5 kilometers an hour, the wheels broke.
But that's why we have company command vehicle, so we